Kevin Kugler. A matchup today that features a very familiar name to those of you who have followed C2 football. Blue Hill back for another try.
Kevin, the Blue Hill Bobcats and Scott Porter, their head coach, third time in the state finals, still looking for their first championship. Their offense is a ball control offense, averaging about 270 yards rushing per game, but it is their defense which has really contributed to the fact that they're here again this year. A defense led by inside linebacker Cody Carr, 186 tackles, as you mentioned earlier. He is really the emotional and physical leader of their defense, a defense which just has allowed 5+ points per game on average. So it is a defense facing the offense today that is really a spread offense, going to go all over the ballpark, but is a defense which may lead this team to their first state championship ever.
Well, that defense will be tested. Matt Davison with us as well for this C2 championship game, and that Archbishop offense with a no-huddle spread. Anxious to watch that quarterback play.
Especially against this defense. We'll see how Blue Hill handles the pace of this offense. They're led by quarterback Riley Gross, only 5'8" and 137 pounds, and he's only a sophomore, but he is the leader of this offense. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch. They get the play from the sidelines, and they really go at a great pace. So let's see how they spread this Blue Hill defense across the entire football field. This could lead Archbishop to a state championship today.
Well, it is a rarity to have a team make it to a third straight state championship, and with more on what Blue Hill has accomplished and trying to accomplish today, here's Larry Putney.
Well, thanks, Kevin. In fact, Blue Hill's third consecutive trip is this year. They've lost the previous 2 years, both times to Wakefield, and here's an accomplishment for Blue Hill. The other 2 times a team has made it 3 consecutive years in Class C2, Cambridge and Grant, 2 traditional powers in Class C2. Blue Hill feels, though, it's about time they win one this year.
Well, they'd love to finish that one off and finally get that elusive state championship. Archbishop Bergan trying to get in their way of that C2 title. Let's go to our public address announcer, Rich Broderson. He has our player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Memorial Stadium and the 2008 Nebraska School Activity Association State Football Championship Finals. Today's Class C2 championship game is between the Blue Hill Bobcats and the Archbishop Bergan Knights. And now for the introduction of the players and the coaches. First, for the Blue Hill Bobcats, number 3, Nathan Petska. Number 4, Brian Adams. Number 10, Chad Hastings. Number 11, Derek Poe. Number 20, Travis Whitty. Number 22, Thomas Ostick. Number 25, Jared Kruger. Number 29, Kelly Feynman. Number 33, Nathan Feynman. Number 35, Riley Boniface. Number 42, Robert Collier. Number 44, Cody Carr. Number 50, Sean Trumbull. Number 55, Darren Bolte. Number 56, Casey Van Boning. Number 57, Keith Feynman. Number 60, Kurt Birkin. Number 63, Riley Hall. Number 64, Matthew Kramer. Number 67, Trenton Ockengay. Number 77, Cody Bland. Number 84, Taylor Premer. The head coach for Blue Hill, Scott Porter. And now the rest of the Blue Hill high school players and coaches.
In chatting earlier in the week with Scott Porter, the head coach of Blue Hill, he was talking about the importance of this team and the fact that this is the first group of seniors that he's had since he got to Blue Hill. It's his 4th year there and his 3rd year as head coach, and how watching them progress through the program and building in a Blue Hill program that has frankly become one of the perennial powers in Class C2 has been really gratifying for him, and he's anxious to see if those seniors can close the deal today and get that elusive C2 state championship.
Well, Kevin, they've had a couple of games here the last couple of years where they really haven't excelled at all on offense. And now they have an offense that really does play much better, and the defense, which really takes care of business out there. So hopefully for Blue Hill today, the outcome will be a little bit different.
Archbishop Bergan hoping that they are state champs, and to meet the Knights, we send it back to our public address announcer, Rich Broderson.
And now for the Archbishop Bergan Knights. Number 1, Nicholas Paulson. Number 3, Josh Boggs. Number 7, John Spillerberg. Number 8, Tanner Anderson. Number 9, Nick Lambrecht. Number 11, Riley Gross. Number 12, Jim Willis. Number 16, Tom Wint. Number 22, Connor Hunneby. Number 27, Josh Mart. Number 28, Tanner Klassen. Number 38, Ben Witt. Number 51, John Mealy. Number 52, Aaron Morris. Number 56, Jordan Bottorff. Number 57, Kyle Thompson. Number 59, David Miles. Number 63, Dominic Savio. Number 65, TJ Bottorff. Number 71, Nate Sheath. And number 98, Patrick Waltz. The head coach for Archbishop Bergan, Ron Beacom. And the rest of the Archbishop Bergan high school players and coaches.
Archbishop Bergan last in a championship game as part of C1 in 1990. Their only title came in 1979. Obviously, none of these young men playing today were even alive for that championship game, and some may not have been alive for that runner-up appearance in 1990. As we look at the map and see how these two teams got here, you see Archbishop Bergan and Blue Hill, opposite sides there if you draw the diagonal line. And then, of course, you look at the road to get to this championship matchup. Archbishop Bergan with a couple of close ball games. Blue Hill, a couple of relatively easy games on their way to a state championship matchup here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Archbishop Bergan huddling up there, getting ready for their first appearance in a long time at a state championship game. And if experience matters, Blue Hill certainly has the edge in that area because they have that experience of the last couple of years in a state championship affair.
And what they did is they came down a day early. The last couple of years they drove here the morning of the game, came to play, and really just didn't perform all that well. So Scott Porter said, we're going to change up things, guys. We're going to go a day early, stay overnight, get a good night's rest, hopefully, and be ready to play the next day. So we'll see if that makes a difference.
Both teams are ready for this state championship appearance as they come in. Blue Hill 11-1 on the season. Archbishop Bergan is 10-2 on the year, and they'll kick this one off in just a moment. Let's go back to Rich Broderson to introduce you to our national anthem singer.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association, its member schools, and U.S. Bank, we welcome you to the 2008 NSAA State High School Football Championship Finals. We ask you to please rise and remove your hats to honor America as Miss Angela Gilbert, a sophomore from Ralston High School, sings our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Excellent job with our national anthem, and now football ready to begin. The kickoff of the C2 state title game from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln is next on NET Sports.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job as an engineer for the Nebraska Public Power District is rewarding. My education and technical skills are used every day to help generate electricity for Nebraska. And I feel good because I believe that what I do maintains the state's quality of life. NPPD is where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. Across Nebraska, the nation, and everywhere in between, U.S. Bank provides financial, trust, and investment services to individuals, large corporations, and small businesses. Wherever you go, whether it's in person, on the phone, or on the World Wide Web, you'll find U.S. Bank. You'll find more than 50,000 U.S. bankers, home of the 5-star service guarantee.
Programming made possible by Time Warner Cable, supporting local performing arts and arts education with projects like Adventure Lead and our annual Arts Immersion Project. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
College doesn't just happen. You have to be a pain, in a good way. Find someone to help you, like your mom, dad, guidance counselor, or teacher. Keep asking until you find someone who will. There were adults in my life who made sure I took the right classes in high school and helped me apply for scholarships. Thanks to them, I got into a great school. Someone will help you too. All you have to do is ask. This is one time where it's okay to be a pain.
Championships are being carried live over the internet, so if you have friends or family who don't have access to NET, have them log on to netnebraska.org and click the live webcast tab to enjoy the football championships right on their computer. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. It is a clear day. It is a chilly day. 23 degrees. The wind chill 13 miles per hour. South wind at 11 miles per hour. Sunny skies today. Expected to be sunny with a high right around 35 later on this afternoon. The bad news is the humidity is up there at about 75%. So it's not the heat today, it's the humidity you have to be concerned about.
Boy, every time we do a game, I worry about that humidity, too. It really freaks me out when I hear that humidity song, Kevin. So thank you for the information, but next time, keep it to yourself.
I just pass those things along so you have a full breadth of information for this game.
One thing about the wind, though, today, it doesn't appear to be going as hard as yesterday morning, and plus it's coming out of the southwest instead of the north today, so a little bit better, but not much.
The flags on the goalposts are not doing a whole lot.
And the goalposts are not shaking like they were yesterday either, so we're about ready to go here, guys.
It will be Blue Hill to receive. Thomas Ostick is deep for Blue Hill, and the C2 championship is underway. Ostick takes it from the 7-yard line. Ostick to the 15, trying to get to the outside, a little bit of a crease, and Ostick through at the 30. And Ostick down near the 36-yard line, and that's where Blue Hill is going to start first down and 10 as we take a look at the offensive starters for the Blue Hill Bobcats, trying to win their first state championship. The backs and receivers, Brian Adams, who's been injured, will start at quarterback. Riley Boniface, along with Nathan Petzka behind him, Ostick, Kruger, and Carr, the guys that'll be out catching the passes. Keith Feynman, Trent Knockingay, Sean Trumbull, Darren Bolte, and Casey Van Boning along the offensive line. And on first down from the 36-yard line, the give is to Riley Boniface, and Boniface out to the 40-yard line, a 4-yard pickup on first down. Defensively for Archbishop Bergan, their defensive line, Nick Lambrecht and David Miles on the ends, John Melise and Nate Sheet in the middle. Your backers and linebackers, Went, Whitty, and Clausen, along with Jordan Bardorf, Josh Boggs, Riley Gross, and Jim Wilmus. Second down and 6 from the 40-yard line. And the give to the first man through the fullback, and not much running room. John Melise, along with Nate Sheath right in there, helping out David Miles. That middle of the defensive line for Archbishop Bergan, really stacking up Nathan Petska. As we look at the officials today, it's a heavy Gothenburg crew assigned to this C2 state championship. Daniel Yilk, Dan Meisinger, Roger Kaler, Tim Peterson, Marty Lydall, and Rick Stromer. Rick Stromer, the only Lincolnite in the group, as Petska takes the 3rd down and 5 carry out near the 44, but he's 2 yards short of a Blue Hill first down.
Trying to run that trap play that time with Tred Okinga, the guard there on the right side, pulling and over to the left-hand side. Watch him, 67, leading the play, but it's going to come up just a bit short, as you said, Kevin. First kick for Blue Hill.
Matt Thramer on to punt it away. As the Archbishop Bergan defense does its job early, pressure comes, a line drive kick. It'll bounce and roll dead right near the 35-yard line as Archbishop Bergan takes the field for the first time today on offense after coming up with the 3 and out on the defensive side of the football. And here are your starters. Riley Gross, the quarterback. It's a spread offense. Nick Lambrecht, the running back. Then it's Jim Wilmus along with Josh Boggs, Patrick Walls, and Connor Hotovy, who are the backs and receivers. TJ Bardoff at left tackle, Kyle Thompson, the left guard, David Miles, the center, Dom Savio at right guard, and John Melise at right tackle. From the 35-yard line on first down, Gross to throw, sets up the quick screen. Hotovy on the outside, and Hotovy's going to go nowhere. Well defended by Blue Hill on the perimeter. Nowhere for Connor Hotovy to go. As we look at the defense for Blue Hill, a good start for the Bobcat defense. Riley Boniface, the Feynman brothers, Nathan Feynman and Keith Feynman, and Trenton Ockingay in the middle. Jared Kruger along with Nathan Petska and Cody Carr, the backers. Casey Van Boning, Chad Hastings, Taylor Premer, and Thomas Ostick in the defensive backfield. On second down, quick screen set up again for Tanner Clausen, and Clausen works his way out near a first down at the 45-yard line. Should be the first down for Archbishop Bergan, and we see right away what this offense wants to do. Get them out in space and try to isolate one-on-one.
Absolutely. Ron Beacom, the head coach, he simply calls into plays on his own, and it is a true spread formation and really putting the pressure on the Blue Hill defense so far.
And he talked about wanting to run a bunch of screens. He thought that would be effective against this Blue Hill defense.
So far, 2 screens on the day. Now a little option as Gross on the late pitch finds Lambrecht on the edge, and Lambrecht out near midfield and stacked up there. Chatted with Ron Beacom earlier today and asked him about his 5'8", 137-pound sophomore quarterback, Riley Gross.
Riley's just a great kid. He's got tremendous heart. You won't find a kid that works any harder. You know, World Herald had a nice piece on how small he is and how he's done and played so big for us. But I think in there I said we got every ounce out of him. There's no doubt about it. You know, and he's just grown throughout the whole year in our system. We've asked him to do an awful lot. A lot of teams are an option team. Some teams are a spread team. We ask him to do both. And so as a sophomore, that's a big achievement. And right now he's playing his best football.
And he's off to a good start right now as he finds Josh Boggs 1 yard short of a Bergan first down.
You know, at 5'8" and 137, you would think he would have trouble throwing the football, but he does not have any kind of trouble throwing the ball. Over 1,500, almost 1,600 yards this year.
And they go with the power set on 3rd and short, and nowhere to go for Nick Lambrecht. Cody Carr, 186 tackles on the year, and add 1 more there on 3rd and short.
Carr's got 4.5 speed, very quick, very fast. Watch him fill it up right here, and a great tackle. Got the head on the right side in terms of the direction of the ball carrier and knocked him down for no gain. It'll create this 4th down and a kick.
4th and about 1. Could be a fake opportunity.
Otherwise, they'll play the field position game if they do punt it, try to pin him deep. And we've got a flag down. Now,
interesting.
In high school, it's not always a motion that stops it. They'll stop it if there's offsides as well. We'll see. Looks like Bergan backing up. They expect it to be on them, and it is a false start. So there was not a fake. It looked like called anyway, but certainly not going to be one now.
Talking about Riley Gross a little bit more, Coach Beacom said he was in there in the summertime watching film, really wanted to get a good grasp of this offense. Just going to be a sophomore, the summer before your sophomore year, spending time looking at film and trying to grasp the offense. That's pretty impressive.
The punt, pretty decent kick. Bounces at the 20, takes a great Bergan roll inside the 10, And it'll be a first down at about the 9-yard line for Blue Hill as the Bobcats get ready for their second offensive possession. NET is your ticket to exciting sports action right in your living room. Help us deliver inspiring sports programming by joining the NET Sports Partners Club. Your contribution helps to ensure that your favorite sports programs continue for years to come, and you'll receive some great thank you gifts with NET's appreciation for your support. Log on to netnebraska.org/sportspartners and become a member today. President Adrian Fiala encourages you to do so.
Let's do it.
On the outside, Nathan Petska on first down. Out near the 15-yard line. Good second effort to get a good gain of 6 on the play for the leading rusher on this Bobcat squad, Nathan Petska.
One thing I want to bring up here as we take another look at this play, going to the right side, and great job by Bergan to shut it down. But number 3, Josh Boggs, playing the left corner for Bergan, just 5'5" and 131 pounds, but man, he is a ball hawk. 8 interceptions on the year. A lot of those have been big plays, so he'll be looking to make a big play here this afternoon.
On second down, toss play. Boniface trying to get to the outside, and what a hit by Jordan Bardoff. Bardoff clubbed it at the 15-yard line.
Little slow to get up after that one, and that's tough when somebody has you by the ankles and then someone else comes in to clean it up, and you'll see the big hit at the end of this play.
Bardoff 5'9" and a power packing 230 pounds, and he popped him really good. Good clean hit.
You know it's a big hit when you can hear the oohs and ahs as everybody watches it on the replay boards here at Memorial Stadium. Luckily everyone's okay. 3rd and 4 from the 15-yard line. Petska trying to get to the outside, and he is dropped after a 1-yard gain. Good tackle coming up from behind by Lambrecht. The defensive end, Nick Lambrecht, got him, and it'll be punt time again for Blue Hill.
So 6 running plays and 3 3-and-outs for Blue Hill so far in this game. Both times able to get 8 yards and forcing a punt.
Bergan showing very good pursuit so far on defense.
Josh Boggs expecting to have good field position. It's a low squib line drive kick. Bounces at the 45, takes a good Blue Hill roll. It's actually going to turn out to be a pretty good punt, as it'll roll all the way down to the Bergan 46-yard line. So not a bad punt at all things considered. Already using your DTV converter box or a digital television, remember to run a channel scan to watch all the available digital channels. Some antennas don't always provide a good picture because of placement or installation. Local obstacles may interfere with reception, or you may need to upgrade to a more suitable antenna. In many cases, a new channel scan will solve your problem. NET is here to help. Call us at 1-800-698-3426 or visit us online at netnebraska.org/DTV. Little jailbreak screen for Josh Boggs, and Boggs only gets a couple so far. We've seen Blue Hill pretty much ready for these quick screens and the variety of pass plays that Bergan has put out there so far.
Great reaction by Keith Feynman, defensive tackle out there, reacting to the pass, getting out into the flat, making a quick tackle.
Second down, option to the left side, fumble on the play, ball is loose, Blue Hill's got it. Gross coughed it up, recovered by Blue Hill, and scooped up by Casey Van Boning.
Well, Blue Hill on the year, guys, 27 takeaways. As you'll see the takeaway right here. Gross trying to get out and go. Is that 57?
Just a solid hit by Keith Feynman.
Feynman again.
And that play to cause the fumble.
They've recovered 12, make it 13 fumbles now on the year. 27 takeaways, make it 28 in total.
And now new quarterback Chad Hastings in for Blue Hill. The quarterbacks go every 2 series. And on first down, they give to Boniface, and Boniface breaks into the clear. The best run play of the day for Blue Hill. He scoots ahead for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes a turnover is all it takes for a team to get a little more adrenaline pumping early in a football game, and momentum shifted definitely onto Blue Hill's side, and now they get a big gainer and another first down right up the middle.
Went right over that left side behind Okinga, Feynman, Trumbull.
From the 29, first down and 10. Left side Boniface again, and Boniface bowls over a couple of tacklers for a 5-yard gain. Now all of a sudden the yardage coming a little easier for Riley Boniface.
Blue Hill going on a quick count and running right by a couple of defenders that time. Jordan Boniface that time had a shot, but Boniface able to move very quickly towards that line of scrimmage and go right by him.
2nd and 5 from the 24. Hastings in his first series at quarterback, and Boniface again trying to burrow his way over that right side. Gets 2 to the 22-yard line. It's going to leave Blue Hill with a 3rd down and short.
Another 3rd and short. I've seen 2 other ones, and Bergan has been able to stop on Blue Hill on the season. Only 85 pass attempts on the year, so you're going to see it on the ground quite a bit of the day.
0 for 2, as Matt mentioned, on 3rd down, though, and Bergan's been able to stiffen when they've needed to so far. Can they do it again here? On 3rd down and 3 from the Bergan 22. Petska with a 1st down. Petska inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Good blocking up front on that left side. Petska got real low and just worked his way for the 1st.
Bergan a chance to stop that play in the backfield, but again, Jordan Boniface a little bit late. Watch him fly right off the tackle right there. He had to go around another Blue Hill player. Made it a very tough play for Boniface, but a chance there to get him, but unable to complete it.
So Blue Hill with a new set of downs, now in the red zone against this Bergan defense. On 1st down and 10. Ball just inside the 15-yard line. Another run for Boniface. Boniface with running room and a touchdown-saving tackle at about the 6-yard line. Boniface looked like he was going to break into the clear, and Josh Boggs saved it for now.
Now bigger chunks of yards coming for Blue Hill in the ground game off the right side, this time in a couple of cuts. And you like to be in 2nd and 2s all day long. Those are nice.
Ball in between the 6 and 7-yard line. And over the right side, Boniface again stacked up. Looks like he's just shy of the 1st down. Coming over to make the stop, Tom Wendt, outside linebacker in this Bergan defense. And they're going to bring the chains in and measure.
Excellent job by Bergan that time, because Blue Hill went into a heavy package to the right-hand side. They took Keith Feynman, the left tackle, put him over on the right side next to Casey Van Boning. Again, trying to build up that strength, that package to the right side. But Bergan able to pursue well, get off the blocks, and make the tackle. Was it enough here?
Yes.
1st down.
So 1st and goal.
And for Blue Hill, it'd be a lot better to get off to a quick start in this game the last couple of years, getting behind, kind of battling uphill the entire day. So if they could get off to a better start and take the lead, it'd be a big momentum boost for them.
1st down and goal, ball inside the 5-yard line. Nathan Feynman the carry. Feynman into the end zone for the touchdown. They bring in the backup, and Feynman rumbles his way for 6, his 4th touchdown of the year.
Keith Feynman, Trent Alkenga on the left side up there blocking to make it all work, but also Cody Carr, 44, leading up into the hole and basically taking the secondary man out of the picture and allowed him to score.
And now they'll go for 2, and we've got flags flying. The officials will discuss, and it'll be against Blue Hill.
Official came up and had a little chat with Casey Van Boning, the right tackle. Right tackle at 5'6" and 175 pounds, I might add. So Casey's quick, though. He can get after you. But had a chat with him. I didn't see much, if anything, wrong with the alignment, but obviously the line judge picked something up there.
Creamer and Ostick will spread out, this time wide to the left of the line, as they go for 2, this time from 8 yards out. Hastings floats it toward the end zone. Carr cannot pull it in. Cody Carr had it on his hands and could not snare it, so the score remains 6-0 as Blue Hill goes on top with the touchdown from Feynman.
Well, nice play call off the left side. the entire drive, to the left, back to the right, up the middle. Play calling extremely good from the Blue Hill side of things. On the two-point conversion, it was a nice pass from Chad Hastings. Looked like it was on the money. Just couldn't come up with it on the other end.
Using that whole field, Matt, just like your golf game, all over the course. Well done. Well done.
Well, last year saw the first shutout in a Class C2 title game in the last 7 years as Wakefield took on Henderson. Let's take a look back at the 2007 Class C2 championship. The C2 title game is next. Wakefield and Blue Hill, a rematch of last year's title game. 2nd and 9 from the 11-yard line. Nixon on the option. Nixon with a blocker at the 5, dives for the pylon, and he's in for the touchdown. 2nd and 8, Adams to throw, floats it over the middle, and that pass is intercepted by Henderson. And a give again to Minor. Minor bounces off one man. Minor churning for the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. So from the 20, the victory formation for Wakefield. And that will do it. Wakefield, back-to-back C2 state championships. Blue Hill very happy that Wakefield didn't make it into this C2 championship game this year. That's been their nemesis the last couple of years in the C2 championship. And Blue Hill taking advantage and taking the 6-0 lead here.
Indeed, Kevin. Blue Hill, their defense, as we talked at the top, very proficient this year. They caused the fumble. They got the recovery. They turned that into points. That's what you like to do. Get the turnover and then consequently turn it into points. They lead at 6-0.
And a squib kick taken at the 25-yard line. A little bit of room to roam out across the 30. And decent field position here for Archbishop Bergan as they come to work, trailing now for the first time today 6-0. 1:57 left in this first quarter. Well, not huddle, they run out. This is the norm. They stand at the line ready to go. Riley Gross, the quarterback, in the shotgun. He'll keep it up the middle. Gross met at the 34 and shoved back a 2-yard gain.
Lots going on in that play, guys. Kind of a tandem set to the left, right behind the lineman with 2 backs. Motion back to the right side. And the quarterback makes that fake, and then let's go up in tight. Blue Hill reacting pretty well.
Trying to draw those linebackers out of there with the motion each way. Try to open it up right up the gut for Riley Gross.
2nd down and 8 from the 34. And the big fullback rumbles for a yard, maybe a pair, to the 36-yard line. Just not a lot of running room so far up the middle for this Bergan squad, and they've been in 2nd and long and 3rd and long in their first couple of possessions.
And all of their pass plays have been screens to the outside. Let's see if they stretch this defense vertically here shortly after they've been faking it to the outside. Watch it for a fake on the screen and then slip somebody deep.
Got a substitution here. The officials are making sure that somebody's intended to on the sideline. So now 3rd and 6 from the 36-yard line. Gross almost intercepted. Thomas Ostick had a chance at the pick. The ball thrown behind the intended receiver, Jim Wilmus, and a 3-and-out pitched again by this Blue Hill defense.
Blue Hill defense reacting well in that series and going to create another situation for their offense. They get the ball in pretty decent position here once Bergan kicks.
Paulson to punt it away. Decent punt. Bounces at the 35. Taken and down. Ball is popped out. Loose on the play as Kruger fumbles it for Blue Hill. And someone under that mass of humanity has the football, and it's Blue Hill. A huge break for the Bobcats there. Kruger fielded the punt in traffic. Never got it tucked away before he got hit. And almost coughed it up. Well, be sure you join us tonight at 7 o'clock Central Time for the Class A State Championship game as the Millard South Patriots take on the Millard West Wildcats. We have complete coverage of all the 2008 NSAA football championship games right here on NET1 and NET HD, Nebraska's home for sports. That would be a dandy tonight. It was a 3-point game in the regular season. 15-12, won by Millard West.
Quite a recovery by Millard South this year, Kevin, to come back as they have and be very competitive and make it to the state finals here, the state championship game.
Motion out of the backfield for Riley Boniface on first down. Petska, no running room. They'll give him a yard of progress to the 25-yard line, but there's just not much there as that strong defensive line of Archbishop Bergan able to bull their way in there. They owned that play.
Straight up power football, or at least attempting to be that way, but Bergan playing straight up power defense and stopping it for maybe about a 10-inch gain, if that.
John Melise clogging up that middle for Bergan. Could be the final play of this first quarter. 7 seconds remaining in the quarter. Petska bounces off a would-be tackler, gets to the outside. Petska very close to a Blue Hill first down on the final play of this first quarter in the C2 state championship. Blue Hill with the early lead. A good ball game here so far between Blue Hill and Archbishop Bergan. We're back in a moment on NET Sports.
You're on vacation in the mountains. You've got the kids, the dog, and your tent. Your son says hiking is lame, so you try rock climbing. It ends up being harder than it looks. Now you're in the hospital wishing you'd stayed home. But you've got Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so you know you're covered, even though you're out of state. So you relax, which is why you went on vacation in the first place. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
NET Sports coverage of the 2008 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nesoybeans.unl.edu. By the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And by Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment. Alongside Adrian Fiala, Matt Davison, and Larry Putney, I'm Kevin Kugler. Our entire NET Sports production crew welcomes you to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln for the start of the second quarter as Blue Hill takes the 6-0 lead over Archbishop Bergan. Third down and short for Blue Hill from their 34-yard line. And on third and short, right up the gut, Riley Boniface spins his way, twists his way up to the 37-yard line. It'll be a first down for Blue Hill.
First man through on the option play. You only need about 10 inches. You'd think your fullback would be able to get that. Chad Hastings gives it to him.
Chad Hastings in his second consecutive series after Brian Adams started. They'll alternate 2 series apiece. That's what they've done all year long. On first down, here's Boniface again. Boniface met at the 40-yard line by Jordan Bardoff. And Bardoff drives him back. They'll give him progress out near the 41. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good first step here by Boniface. Watch it, this big step out. And able to skirt it real quick to the outside. But then he meets quite a bit of resistance. Did well to pick up what he did.
2nd down and 6. We see the Blue Hill attack. Patience, just pound and pound and pound. That's what they want to do.
It's like an old mill wheel, just keeps grinding.
On 2nd down, Petska to the right side. Petska hit the 45-yard line and no further. Jim Wilmus coming up from that safety spot to make the tackle, but it leaves Blue Hill with a 3rd and manageable once again. 3rd down and a short 3 for the first. There's nothing real fancy so far about what we've seen from Blue Hill. This is what they do. They only average 56 passing yards a game, over 260 yards on the ground. They just wear you down.
Just kind of plod along and really make you worry about everybody in the backfield, quarterback included.
3rd down and 3. Hastings on the give to Boniface, and Boniface is not going to go anywhere. Well short of the 1st down. David Miles right there to meet him, and also Nick Lambrecht there to help out.
Trying to go off the left side of the lead blocker, just clogged up in there by Bergan. Held him to just over a yard, so it's going to force a punt.
Josh Boggs back. Bergan's defense holds once again. Boggs comes up on it at the 27. First man misses. Boggs to the 35. Boggs with a real nice return out to the 44-yard line. And good field position for Bergan, trailing 6-0 here in the 2nd quarter. Be sure you're with us next Tuesday for the next Big Red Wrap-Up. We'll preview the Colorado game, replay our interview with the 2001 Heisman Trophy winner Eric Crouch. Then on Tuesday, December 2nd, we'll break down the Buffs-Husker game with all the highlights and reaction, and we'll get all the latest recruiting news from Sean Callahan. Be with us for Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesdays at 7 Central on NET1 and NET-HD, Nebraska's home for sports.
Think I could get on there again this year?
Nope. Can't see it happening.
Bowl preview?
We took a survey of the audience, and you came in 12th.
Out of 12 shows.
Well, we had 10, actually, but that's all right. On 1st down, the screenplay set up for Lambrecht, and Lambrecht buried at the 46-yard line. Boy, that Blue Hill defense really flies to the football.
Great reaction, great pursuit. They're reading this Bergan offense very, very well and getting to the right spot at the right time to shut that play down. Just a couple-yard gain here is take a look again and look at all the white shirts that come over and make plays.
Not easy to get that many hats on the ball when Bergan spreads you all the way across the field.
2nd down, play fake. Little jailbreak screen set up. Blockers out there, but a real nice job done on the edge to defend by Chad Hastings. Just blew that play up.
Terrific play.
Take on a block, shed the block, and then make the play in the open field. Just a tremendous athletic play from Chad Hastings.
Is this the part of the time where we mentioned that he's related to Matt Davison?
He does
Full
lead.
Disclosure.
Allegedly.
He leads his team in interceptions, Matt. So he's had a pretty good year, quite frankly.
And
53 tackles.
And touchdown passes.
And I know, overall genetic athletic ability, right?
And he's back next season.
3rd and 5 from the 49-yard line. On the straight draw for Riley Gross. Gross is going to be short of the 1st down at the 48 of Blue Hill. A good, strong 2 yards shy of a 1st down for Bergan. And here comes the punt team once more.
Tried to pull it right up inside and go behind the blocking on that right side. David Miles, Dominic Savio. This comes up a little bit short, which means a long kick.
Punt time once again for Bergan. A good punt, high, fair catch signaled for and made at the 25-yard line. And Blue Hill taking over 1st down and 10. Jared Kruger bobbled the last one. He's able to secure this one with folks right in his face. Coming in December to NET Television, celebrate the soaring beauty of a Nebraska wonder. NET Television's Crane Song captures the sounds and beauty of the sandhill cranes as they pass through Nebraska during migration. Hear from people who love these special birds and see how landowners protect their critical habitat. Watch Crane Song December 1 at 7 Central on NET1 and in high definition on NET HD.
And keep watching for the Hoopers.
You ever go out there? And
yeah, I have a couple times. Beautiful sights. Sights, sounds, the whole thing.
Sounds?
Sounds.
On 1st down, Brian Adams back in. The option pitch goes awry, and Petska able to get back on top of it all the way back at the 14-yard line. An 11-yard loss on the play. The pitch going off the mark.
Don't expect to see this out of a senior, but sometimes you think you can make a play and you're best advised not to even think about it or try it And that was one of those plays right there.
2nd and 21 isn't where this offense wants to be. There isn't an offense out there that wants to be in 2nd and 21, but especially with these guys, they love to run it.
Unless you're Mike Leach at Texas Tech. He kind of likes that situation.
There's Adams to throw. Going deep down the sideline for Hastings. It turned him around, and here comes the flag. Riley Gross out there in the coverage. It was quarterback to quarterback, covered by a quarterback.
It looked like their feet just got tangled up. Just a go route down the sideline for Hastings. Tries to run by Riley Gross, and I think it was just their feet got caught up. Yes, sir.
Big break for Blue Hill, though.
Sometimes you don't see that call made.
So what would have been a 3rd down and a mile. It's going to be 1st down for Blue Hill.
Come back to the original line of scrimmage, mark it off, move the sticks, automatic 1st down, and a big, big break for Blue Hill.
It's as if that errant pitch never happened.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 from the 29. 6:51 remaining in this first half. A 6-0 lead for Blue Hill in the C2 state championship game. And on 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line, Boniface on the right side gets a couple, falls forward in the arms of David Miles. Out to the 33-yard line. Scott Porter, in his 4th year as the head coach of Blue Hill, told us a little bit more about the strengths of this Bobcat team.
I'd say the senior leadership. I mean, these kids have been in the program with us coaches for the 4 years, and you know, they've come together, and the success we've had the last, all 3 years and even this year has been, you know, a tremendous benefit for the younger players, and just their positive attitude and their work ethic and leadership abilities is, I think, brought this team much closer together.
Well, there it'll be 3rd and 5 for Blue Hill. Clock continuing to run. We're already halfway through this 2nd quarter, and that's just what Blue Hill wants to do. They get a lead, and then they just grind it out, really shorten that game.
Grind it out, and you talked about what Scott Porter was saying there, and you know, it has to do a lot for a team to come to Lincoln now their 3rd time in 3 years and go through this experience time and time again. When you fall short a couple of times, you know this team worked harder than ever in the offseason to try to get back here to Memorial Stadium.
Adams on the roll on 3rd down and 5. Throwing on the run, and that ball is intercepted. Picked off on a dive. It'll belong to Archbishop Bergan. What a terrific pick by Tom Wendt.
Indeed it was, because that ball he was trying to throw it away and throw it down and low it away from everybody, and Wendt able to watch it again here. Terrific work by Wendt on the play. Watch, he's going to just try to get rid of it, throw it down, but he had the nose up just a little bit. The pick comes about, and now Bergan's got a great chance here, great field position.
From the 36-yard line of Blue Hill. On 1st down, Gross on the option. Gross will keep, and Gross down to the 32-yard line. Riley Boniface on the stop.
Well, when we saw Blue Hill go down and get their score, it was on a turnover. So we'll see if now Bergan is able to do that to Blue Hill. Momentum shifts in these games are huge. High school kids especially, you just kind of feel like the air goes out of your sail, and we'll see if Bergan is able to take advantage of this.
2nd down and 6. Gross to throw. Another setup screen. Looking for some running room. Josh Boggs, a 1st down to the 24-yard line. Again, that jailbreak screen for Boggs, and a tough catch. That ball was way out in front of him.
Got it just on the fingertips. Watch the extension on the receive here. See the ball way out in front there. Good job to catch up to it and then head upfield.
One of the first times we've seen a guy wearing number 3 make a catch in Memorial Stadium. Nice to see.
Or at least get yards after catch.
Screen pass to Hotovy. Hotovy. Not much running room there. Good job by Nathan Petska. Right on the doorstep. They'll mark him back with about a half-yard loss on the play.
You know, these aren't easy throws for Riley Gross either. On these jailbreak screens and all these throws to the outside, a lot of times they're long throws and the timing and the angle isn't normal for a quarterback where you think about a hook route or an out route or a post route. These are different timing plays. It takes a lot of repetition in practice.
And he's also usually completing some sort of fake prior to the throw. So that takes a lot of concentration to make a fake and then come up and throw accurately to your other player. But Gross doing a fine job in that regard.
I'm guessing he doesn't have huge hands. And when it's this cold outside, sometimes it can be hard as well to grip the football.
2nd down and 10 from the Blue Hill 24-yard line. Lambrecht trying to get to the outside. Nice move by Lambrecht. He was fortunate not to get dropped by Kruger in the backfield, and Lambrecht just a nifty move to get around Kruger and get positive yardage and set Bergan up with a 3rd and manageable.
Quick play to the right again. It all depends on just a quick action, and it was there, and a good gain on the play, and gives them a manageable 3rd down right here.
4 yards for the first, a good long 4 for Riley Gross and Bergan. Gross under center on 3rd and 4 now. Tough pitch. Nice catch by Boggs. Ball pops free. Are they going to say down? No, they're not. It's going the other way. No, they are going to say down. One official on the far side was running with the play. The other official says he was down by contact, much to the chagrin of Scott Porter, the head coach of Blue Hill.
Interesting events, how the two people can see it totally different in 2 different ways. Just see it again right there.
Was he down?
Take a look here. I think he was.
I believe so.
I think he was down.
First replay.
Yeah, he's down. The knee went down first right there.
Good call by the near official.
Good call. And that knee going down was the other official blocked out by it, so that's why he did not react, or he reacted by moving with the play after it was started up.
And now a field goal try from Tanner Anderson. Only his 2nd field goal attempt of the year. He's 0 for 1. This one from 35 yards. The kick is up, and it is no good. Just a little bit short. And so Blue Hill comes up with a huge defensive stop on 3rd down, and Bergan comes away empty-handed with 2:36 to play in the first half. It's time now for our NSAA championship trivia. Be the first person to email us at sports@netnebraska.org with the correct answer, and you'll win an NET Sports Athletic gray t-shirt, size extra large, and a Big Red Wrap-Up logo cap. Here's our question. Which player holds the record for the longest touchdown fumble recovery in a playoff game for all classes? Almost saw a potential touchdown fumble recovery a moment ago. First correct email to sports@netnebraska.org will win the NET Sports t-shirt and Big Red Wrap-Up logo cap. And remember, only one winner per household during the 2008 championships. Brian Adams stays in at quarterback. On 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 2:36 left in the half. Blue Hill still leading 6-0. And not much running room for Nathan Feynman. A yard to the 21.
Well, you talk about road grader mentality. We're seeing it right now with Blue Hill. They're just trying to grind it up, scrape it up, move it upfield.
We'll see if Bergan uses some of their timeouts here. Both teams have all 3 left. Just over 2 minutes to play. Now 2nd and long for Blue Hill. You know, they're going to want to try to run this clock out. Bergan wants to get it back, make them punt it. They would get good field position.
Under 2 minutes to go first half. Boniface and Petska behind Brian Adams, the quarterback. 2nd and 9. Boniface, running room. Boniface just tripped up as he makes his move at the 35-yard line. That one was close to going a long way.
Adams that time, the quarterback, waiting till the play clock got down to 1 second before they snapped it. And then it works right here. Excellent blocking up front, as you see. And Boniface just a trip from going a long ways with the football.
Riley Gross, the guy that just got enough of him to throw off his balance. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 6-0. Blue Hill leading. Here's Petska. And Petska, a gain of a couple to the 37-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we will check, of course, your first half stats and highlights, and Jim Angeli will stop by from the NSAA. We'll catch up on everything going on in softball in the NSAA. 2nd down and 8 at halftime. Fast approaching here. 1 minute to go in the first half. Adams to throw. Looking down the near sideline, and it is tipped and incomplete. Ostick, the intended receiver. Good coverage by Riley Gross.
Just right on top of the play there. Gross running and knocking it away with his left hand. Good throw from Brian Adams. Would have been right on the money, but the coverage was there.
Gross getting that inside track. Very difficult. That defensive back gets to the inside. Tough to complete a pass in that situation, but again, as Matt said, well thrown and well played by Gross.
3rd down and 8 from the 37-yard line. Lone setback is Petska. Adams will throw. On the run, throws it short and incomplete. So Bergan's going to get one more crack here in this first half, as Blue Hill will punt it away with 45 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter.
See if they try to block this punt, or if they set up the return. Wall left, I'm going to call.
Wall left?
Wall left.
All right. We'll see if your Swami hat's as good as Aids was last night. Boggs is the man deep for Bergan. Pressure coming and almost blocked, and what a punt. Boggs bobbles it and covers it all the way back at the 17-yard line. A skyrocket on the punt by Thramer, and that really changes any strategy that Bergan had. A 49-yard blast off the foot of Thramer. Wow.
And up in the air and right in the sun is punt return, looking up into that bright sun. There's some clouds way off in the east, but nary a cloud above the stadium right here, and made it extremely tough to catch. As Bergan now we'll see what they do. 37 seconds left here.
Bergan does have all 3 timeouts left, trailing 6-0, but what they don't want to see is what happened at the end of the first half in our game last night.
Oh man.
The interception deep and return for the touchdown. Comes pressure as they set up the screen again. A little bit of blocking out front. A flag is down and all the way out to the 28-yard line, but we'll see if this one stands. The flag thrown right in the direction of a man blocking and a man being blocked out there on the edge.
Like number 65, TJ Bodorf, doing the blocking for Bergan on the play, and looks like it is going to be a hold.
And that might be what forces Bergan to just run the clock out.
Yeah, see, pulled him right down.
So back it up down to the 11-yard line. It'll be first down from there. 16 to go for the first. And now with 28 seconds to go, you're certainly right in this ball game, just down 6. I don't know how risky Ron Beacom gets here as the head coach and the man calling the plays.
And get the ball to start the second half as well, so nothing crazy.
Got big Jordan Bardoff right behind him. And that's who gets the carry. Bardoff up to across the 15 and near the 17-yard line. Clock will stop with 11 seconds remaining in this first half, and a timeout taken by Blue Hill. Now, even if they use all 3 of their timeouts, there's still 2 more downs to go. I don't know mathematically if they're going to have a chance to get the ball back.
That's what I was kind of trying to add up in the head right quick, and yeah, that's a long shot, if no shot, quite frankly.
Other than hoping for a miscue or something else, I don't know if you're going to see this one back.
Maybe they saw that play last night.
Well, next month on NET television, Rain pays tribute to the Beatles and recreates a note-for-note live performance. Rain, the Beatles experience, traces the Fab Four from their start on the Ed Sullivan Show to the psychedelic Sgt. Pepper era and on to Abbey Road. The curtain comes up on Rain, the Beatles experience, December 1st at 8:30 Central on NET1 and NET HD. Plus, find out how to get tickets to Rain concerts in Lincoln and Omaha in March.
You find that out, you let us know, okay?
I could go to that.
Yeah, you could. But you have basketball obligations and
late March. I could potentially.
Well, where's
the Rain concert?
Where's the faith? Won't Doc's team still be playing in late March?
Well, yes. Just a matter of which tournament. We'll be going to the AC/DC concert in January.
Be good. 2nd down and 10. And again, a run right up the middle. And with 5 seconds to go, another timeout taken by Blue Hill. That play took 6 seconds. So if Bergan runs the exact same thing again, Blue Hill's not going to get the ball back.
It's over in terms of the first half.
Scott Porter. Well, we can talk about his defense a little more for another minute here. They've done a tremendous job.
What are we looking at in terms of yardage here for Bergan? Is that thing working today?
Close.
It's close.
No, it's not at all.
No, it's not. The score is right. That's the only thing that's right on the monitor.
Well, we'd like to know what you think of our sports coverage here on NET Sports, and we'd ask you if you wouldn't mind sending us your feedback. Especially tell us what you think of Matt Davis at the address NET Sports, 1800, no holds barred, 1800 North 33rd Street, Lincoln, Nebraska 68503. Or if you'd like to send us an email, sports@netnebraska.org, sports@netnebraska.org. We'd love to hear your thoughts and your feedback on our sports programming here on NET. For example, if Matt owes you money, just shoot us an email. 3rd down and 5 from the 22. To throw, Gross. Pass may have been tipped, and it is intercepted. Time runs out as the interception by Jared Kruger sends Blue Hill to the locker room. Well, they were about 1 second away from that strategy paying off as they got the interception.
Pretty amazing sometimes. You take the chance, and sometimes it pays off. But just a little bit short ends the first half here.
Well, a defensive-minded first half for sure for both of these teams. Blue Hill pitching the shutout in their 3rd consecutive championship game, at least through 1 half. And standing by with the head coach of Archbishop Bergan, Ron Beacom, is our own Larry Putney.
Their only scores off that short field you gave them.
Yeah, like I said, I thought defensively we played pretty well all year long. Mostly rush defense here in the playoffs has been excellent. So, we got to take care of the ball, a little ball security so they don't get something like that. We knew it was going to be a battle when we came in.
And offensively, what do you need to do to get things going?
We got to do a little better job blocking on the perimeter. I think we've got a little bit of what we wanted was getting a little misdirection and getting some screens out to the outside and making those kids do some things with us in space. But we work every day on getting our kids out there, getting a wide base, fast feet, and we missed a couple shots. So, I think we're okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Ron Beacom and his Archbishop Bergan Knights trailing at halftime, a 6-0 lead for Blue Hill in the halftime performance C2 state championship game. Much more coming in a moment from NET Sports.
Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job with Nebraska Public Power District takes me to new heights, offers me challenging experiences. Like me, the utility cares about Nebraska. I go home at night knowing that what I do makes a difference. To put it simply, I am where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. together with your local public power utility.
Hey, college doesn't just happen. You have to push yourself as you go through high school. Don't be afraid to take classes like Algebra 2, Biology, or a foreign language. They can help raise your ACT score and prepare you for college. I wasn't the smartest kid in high school, but I took the top classes and I passed. So what are you waiting for? Push yourself over to your counselor's office and sign up for them. They won't be easy, but you'll be glad you did.
NET Sports coverage of the 2008 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by U.S. Bank, measuring success through performance, pride, products, and people. Backed by a 5-star guarantee. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about. By the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety. Please remember that if you drink and drive, you lose. And by Time Warner Cable, supporting local high school athletics and arts education in communities we serve. We're at halftime of the C2 State Championship at Memorial Stadium. Kevin Kugler alongside Adrian Fiala, Matt Davison, and Larry Putney. Blue Hill with a 6-0 lead over Archbishop Bergan at the break. Happy to be joined here at halftime by Jim Angeli of the NSAA as we spend some time during these halftimes giving you a glimpse as to what else is going on with the NSAA during the fall. It's softball just wrapping up a couple of weeks ago, another huge season.
It was another great season. We had a little bit of problem with some weather towards the end of the year, but all in all, things went very well with the state championship out in Hastings.
It's a shame that the NSAA has not understood how to control the weather in these softball events over the years. If you can get that weather control down, it'll be great.
Well, you figure if we could have sunny and 60 degrees here during state football finals, if we could just wave the magic wand, everything would go perfect.
Let's talk about playing softball out at Hastings the last couple of years. You've got that terrific facility out there in Hastings, and it's been really well supported.
It has been. The community of Hastings has really done everything that they can to make us feel comfortable and at home. The state softball championships was up in Omaha from its inception 14 years ago, and then last year and this year has been out at Hastings. And those folks in that community has done everything they can to embrace it. It's a great home for the state softball championships. It really is. Tremendous facility.
Well, and we've had such good softball play over the years in the state of Nebraska. That's nothing new. Tell us a little bit about the tournament that just finished.
Well, we had, a beautiful 3 days out in Hastings. It went very, very well. The nice things is we had 3 new state champions, 3 teams that had never won state titles before coming through, playing big. Lincoln Southwest comes through and upsets Papillion La Vista to win its first state title. Blair, another state champion for its very first state title in Class B, and UTN Meade comes out in Class C to win its first state title. So that was exciting to have brand new champions.
There are your champions, Southwest, Blair, and UTAN Meade, as Jim just mentioned, for 2008 girls state softball. And I know the NSAA does not root. You don't play favorites. You put on the activities and allow the kids to participate at the highest of their ability. But it is fun to see those first-time champions in any sport, isn't it?
They just get so excited, and it's just one of those deals where the enthusiasm and the excitement and the energy that you see from the young people, it's absolutely tremendous. And to watch their parents get excited for their daughters is really, really cool, especially like a girl like Monica Kanabe from Lincoln Southwest. She's batting .231 on the season, hits a big, huge 2-run homer to lift Lincoln Southwest to the state title. And except for touching the bases, I'm not sure she ever touched the dirt out there at the Hastings complex during that championship game. It was great. Great tournament.
As the father of 2 daughters, I know that softball starts extremely young in the state of Nebraska. 4, 5, 6-year-olds are already playing softball, and I know that has to improve the level of play once they get to the NSAA high school level.
Well, it definitely does. If you've got some experience and you're well-rounded and you have athletic ability, softball's a great place for people. I mean, you look at UTN Meade. Kelly Fisher is a freshman pitcher. She leads them to a 28-1 season, and she was just absolutely outstanding throughout the course of the Class C tournament. So, there's another young person that we can be looking at 3 or 4 years down the road and saying, oh, we knew her when.
Jim Angeli of the NSAA. Jim, it's a pleasure to see you once again. Thanks for coming in.
Sure, no problem.
Congratulations on the softball. We're at halftime in the C2 State Championship. Blue Hill with a 6-0 lead over Archbishop Bergan. More in a moment on NET Sports.
Hello, I'm Jeff Beckman, Director of the NET Foundations. I'm here in NET's high-definition mobile production studio. It allows us to travel the entire state to bring you exciting college and high school sports. Something else makes all that possible too, and that's you. Your contributions make it possible for everyone to experience the action, even when they can't attend a game in person. Nebraskans tell us time and time again that they appreciate the legacy that NET has built through over 50 years of service to Nebraska. Won't you invest in that legacy as well? Log on to netnebraska.org/sportspartners and show your support for statewide sports action on NET Television, the team that brings Nebraska sports home to your community, no matter what part of the state you live in. Join the Sports Partners Club and support the NET team. NET, Nebraska's home for sports, is your public television station. Thank you for watching and investing in NET Television.
Hi, Kevin Kugler along with Adrian Fiala inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will replay our interview with Eric Crouch along with Sean Callahan on recruiting.
Join us next Tuesday on NET1 and NET HD for the next Big Red Wrap-Up.
From Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, Kevin Kugler, Adrian Fiala, Matt Davison, and Larry Putney. A 6-0 lead for the Blue Hill Bobcats as we take a look at some of the highlights of this first half. A very defensive-minded first half as Archbishop Bergan showing some good defense. A huge hit from Bardoff.
Yeah, both defenses played really, really well in the first half. Bergan trying to spread that Blue Hill defense across the field, get their players into open space, and let them make some moves. But Blue Hill has done a nice job of tracking them down and covering this from sideline to sideline, forcing a couple of turnovers. Brian Adams with the interception there, throwing the interception.
And then from the Blue Hill side, it's been a lot of running. 25 run plays and only 3 pass plays, and the only touchdown coming on the short field. But this is their strategy, their MO, run the football.
Really try to grind it out, shorten the game. First half just flew by.
As we take a look at the first half stats, you'll see 86 rushing yards, 0 passing yards. For Archbishop Bergan, a little more balanced, 27 on the ground, 32 through the air for a total of 59 yards of total offense. But a lot of those 12 passes that Bergan has thrown are run plays. They're just thrown to the outside.
Absolutely. They just get it out to the outside to some of their playmakers. And we heard from Coach Beacom, he said they need better blocking on the perimeter. Maybe one block here or there could spring one of those big plays. So far, Blue Hill's defense has been up to the task.
They really have. They created that one turnover and capitalized. Their offense capitalized on that turnover. And so far, that's been the story of the first half here. But we kind of thought it would be that way. Blue Hill's defense very aggressive and really have done a lot to get their team here in the state finals.
Well, Nebraska High School Football Championships got started before this weekend's action in Lincoln. The 6-man finals were held last week at the University of Nebraska at Kearney's Cope Stadium. NET's Jim Disrud has the highlights from the Greeley-Walbach and St. Edward contest.
Tails is the call. It was the second time this season the two teams had squared off. On the second play of the game, the tight ends picked off their first of 5 interceptions. And 2 plays later, Trent Nikolajczak connected with Dustin Nordhughes for a 20-yard touchdown pass. After GW's second interception on the next series, Nikolajczak and Damon Poss team up for a 46-yard touchdown pass.
And we wanted to spread them out and see if we couldn't get some underpasses and some stuff over the top of them. I thought we were pretty successful doing that.
In addition to that strong pass defense, GW's other key to stopping St. Edward was containing speedy Ramon Brown. This 54-yard run by Brown in the first quarter got the Beavers on the board. Both teams found the end zone as the first half concluded. Nikolajczak scampered 58 yards for GW. And this ricochet pass set up a Brown 2-yard touchdown for St. Edward. At halftime, Greeley-Walbach has the lead 31-12. The second half started much as the first had. Just a couple of minutes in, Nikolajzak started GW scoring with a 29-yard run. Then he found Travis Nelson for a 13-yard touchdown pass. Nikolajzak finished with 329 total yards in the wide-open six-man attack. But Brown wasn't quite through for St. Edward. He took the ensuing kickoff, 78 yards for the touchdown. He'd added another in the fourth quarter and had all four of the Beavers' touchdowns. But Greeley-Wolbach scored three more times and cruised for a 67-24 win. Greeley-Wolbach is a 2008 six-man title winner, completing an undefeated 10-0 season.
Right from the start, we set our goals to make the state championship and win it. And we just kept building it each week, getting better and better, and I guess it worked out for us.
Another state champion, another half from being crowned here at Memorial Stadium. Right now, Blue Hill leading 6-0, and Larry Putney standing by with the head coach of the Bobcats, Scott Porter.
Well, I guess the key was you took advantage of the opportunity they gave you.
Yeah, we did. I mean, that turnover was huge. I mean, we don't get that fumble. They had the pitch man wide open. Who knows what would have happened. So, you know, we caught the first break of the first half, and hopefully we can ride it to the end of the game.
Less than 90 yards total offense. Obviously, you'd like to see a little more than that. What did you talk to the guys about at half?
You know, just coming out, maintaining blocks. You know, we figured that it was going to be tough to run on these guys. So, you know, it's same as the semifinal last year. We just got to maintain our blocks a little bit more and not get frustrated and let things roll with the punches.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Scott Porter, the head coach of Blue Hill, his Bobcats with a 6-0 lead. The second half of the C2 State Championship is next on NET Sports.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job as an engineer for the Nebraska Public Power District is rewarding. My education and technical skills are used every day to help generate electricity for Nebraska. And I feel good because I believe that what I do maintains the state's quality of life.
NPPD is where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming made possible by Time Warner Cable, supporting local educators by providing free cable connections to public, private, and parochial schools in our area. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
You're on vacation in the mountains. You've got the kids, the dog, and your tent. Your son says hiking is lame, so you try rock climbing. It ends up being harder than it looks. Now you're in the hospital wishing you'd stayed home. But you've got Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so you know you're covered, even though you're out of state. So you relax, which is why you went on vacation in the first place. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kugler. And I'm Adrian Fiala. Join us each week for NET's Big Red Wrap-Up.
Nebraska's only statewide sports show is also online at netnebraska.org/Big Red Wrap-Up. With Adrian Fiala, Matt Davison, Larry Putney, I'm Kevin Kugler from Memorial Stadium. The start of the third quarter of this C2 State Championship. Blue Hill with a 6-0 lead. Archbishop Bergan, though, will get the football to start this second half, which is moments away. The 2008 NSAA football championships are being carried live over the internet. So if you have friends or family who don't have access to NET, have them log on to netnebraska.org and click the live webcast tab to enjoy the football championships right on their computer. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. Bergan with the football to start off this second half, and we'll see if that offense is able to find an answer to what's been a very stingy Blue Hill defense.
Well, they tried to move it there late with just a few seconds left. Aggressive play, throwing the football with about 11 seconds to go, and still trying to make it happen right towards the very end there in the first half. But now Blue Hill's going to kickoff and see if their defense can take it one more time. They played very well in that first half. Bergan just a total of 59 yards total offense in the first half.
Second half about to get underway, and a good kick, a line drive kick taken at the 15-yard line on the end around, looking for some running room is Lambrecht, and Lambrecht with a good return out across the 40-yard line. But a flag down back at the 22. That does not bode well for Archbishop Bergan.
Holding.
Gonna go against Bergan, and so much for the good return.
Instead of at the 43, you'll be back at about the 12-yard line.
Ron Beacom. Good design, good execution, except for the hold. So move that ball back deep in their own end. And Riley Gross and company with the hold to dig out of now. They will place the ball precisely per Matt Davison's instructions at the 12-yard line. And it'll be first down from there.
Well, let's see if they made any adjustments. We've seen mostly passes to the outside, as we've talked about before. Really nothing across the middle of the field. Nothing vertically down the field either.
On first down, Gross over the middle at the 20-yard line and out near the 24-yard line. Nice little gain of about 12 yards or so. And a first down.
Gross takes the snap, and when he looks to the outside, it really draws those linebackers out. Watch them flow to the right, come back to the middle, find a little hole in between those linebackers, and a nice gain.
Jim Wilmus wide open, and a first down to the 24-yard line. Pump, throw, and incomplete. Well covered at the 26-yard line, Tanner Clausen. If you're going to get the ball into that mix, you're going to need some sort of a sight on the end of the arm of Riley Gross.
I'm pretty sure he saw the three white jerseys around his receiver and just drilled it a little bit beyond them and put it right in the turf. Didn't want to take a chance at all and try to fit it in there. One of those guys picks that ball off. It's nothing but pay dirt up in front.
Second down and 10 from the 24. Jordan Bardoff the carry, and Bardoff rumbling to the 28-yard line, a 4-yard gain for Bardoff.
He's a big load up in there at 230 pounds, Kevin, as you said. And watch him right here, lined up very, very close to Gross on the play, and it's just a very quick happening, a quick opening play. But Blue Hill's been able to handle that pretty well so far.
Third down and 6. Bergan looking to keep this drive going. This opening possession of the third quarter, trailing by 6. Gross with time. Man open, and it's incomplete. For a moment, open at about the 43-yard line, but the pass goes awry. Patrick Walls was there for the moment.
Chad Hastings also on the coverage. That's real good defense. Go ahead, Matt. Chad, that's your boy.
Well, Chad Hastings did a great job of breaking this up. The receiver needs to come back to the ball a little better. Hastings, good work coming out of the break and breaking up the pass. And I think he'll be starting at quarterback here in the second half, as Adams, I think, was the quarterback for the final 2 possessions of the first half.
The punt bouncing at the 45-yard line. Takes a Bergan roll inside the 40. And it'll end up near the 37-yard line, and Blue Hill's going to start from there with their first possession, as Hastings does trot out to play quarterback for the Blue Hill Bobcats. Well, be sure you're with us for live coverage on NET Sports of all the games of the 2008 NSAA football championships. Of course, Ewing winning in D2, Howells in D1 last night. Millard South, Millard West tonight at 7 Central. Boys Town Pierce on Saturday in C1. And Aurora and Beatrice Saturday night in Class B. All the games live on NET1 and NET HD, Nebraska's home for sports. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Hastings, the quarterback. Boniface, the running back, and no running room for Boniface on the outside. That's because Nick Lambrecht was there.
Well, Blue Hill has really gotten a lot of mileage, some of it good mileage, some of it not so good on that play, out of that little handoff going to the right-hand side with the running back Riley Boniface. Bergan reacting well to that. I suspect they're going to react well to that play all the way through the second half after seeing it that much in the first half.
On 2nd and 10 from the 37. There's Boniface again, and boy, just ran into a green wall. A green wall led by Jordan Bardoff, who was there, drove him back. Not much on the play again. Maybe a half-yard falling, a little bit forward. But look at that.
That was a big collision. Boniface gets hit below his legs and then up above as well. And no gain on the play, forcing a 3rd and 10. Let's see if Hastings goes to the air.
John Malise also in there on the stop for Bergan. 3rd down and 10 from the 37. Option for Hastings. Option stays alive for the moment. Hastings can only nudge it forward to the 41-yard line, and the punt team will come on. Another good defensive series for Bergan, but an injured Archbishop Bergan Knight down at the 37-yard line.
And I think in a lot of pain right now, holding his left arm. Can't see exactly who that is.
Training staff out quickly to tend to him. But you're right, he was in obvious and excruciating discomfort.
Never like to see that in any game. State finals. Everyone on pins and needles right now.
Now that Blue Hill offense, they will come at you and they'll bang you around and grind it up, and that's what they're known for. And sometimes you have the unfortunate result of somebody getting banged up as we see right now, and we can only hope again that we don't know who the player is, but hopefully he will be all right. When you see a player kind of banging those heels in the ground, you know it's a problem. We're going to have an idea who it is right now. It's 50.
It's David Miles.
59.
Making his way off to the sideline. Miles looks like he's all right. Not doing much movement with that left arm.
You know, guys, the reaction, I think maybe a stinger type reaction. When you get your first stinger, you don't know what's happened. I remember the first time I had it, and I thought, I broke everything on the right side of my body. But and it really did hurt, and now he's up and he's okay. It might be that stinger situation.
Good punt over the head of Boggs. It'll roll inside the 10. Boggs will scoop it up at the 4. Trying to make something out of nothing, and Boggs goes down near the 8-yard line. We've seen 2 terrific punts out of Matt Thramer that have driven Boggs back, and that one pins Bergan deep in their own end.
When you have a defense like Blue Hill and you're going to make a team go 94 yards, you like your chances.
Terrific play right here. I think it is indeed Riley Boniface coming up and making a great tackle. Running the returner out there at about the 7-yard line, and now the long field awaits Archbishop Bergan.
On 1st down, deep in their own end. Play fake, set up the quick screen. Hodovy looking for running room, and Hodovy in the arms of Cody Carr down near the 9-yard line, and Larry Putney's down on the sidelines. Larry?
Well, David Miles is running back into the game right now, and as Adrian said, it was a stinger. They checked out that shoulder, said everything's okay, and he's on his way back in.
Yeah, the first time that happens to you, it is scary. I mean, because you lose all feeling in your arm, and again, you don't know what has happened, and the second time's not much better because there is some pain involved, but at least you know what the situation was. But good to see and good to hear that he's okay and he'll be all right. He'll be a little tender tomorrow, but he's fine right now.
2nd down and 7 from the 10-yard line. The pitch, Lambrecht for the corner. Lambrecht close to a 1st down, half-yard shy for Bergan.
Well executed there by Riley Gross, delivering the pitch at just the right time.
Lambrecht here, Lambrecht's a compact guy. Riley Lambrecht, or check it, Nick Lambrecht, 5'9" and 215 pounds, and He's built close to the ground, and he is a tough guy. He's a tough guy to bring down, guys. When you try to tackle him, it's like trying to tackle a fire hydrant sometimes. He's tough, he's well put together and strong. And when you run into him, you know you've been hit.
How often did you try in South Omaha to tackle a fire hydrant? What happened in your childhood?
That's why I have this flinch.
Just have this image of Adrian Fiala and a whole bunch of young South O guys running around smacking fire hydrants. I know you guys are tough down there, but come on.
When you do it, you'd best wear some pads. Don't attempt it without pads, especially a helmet. It's pretty tough. And make sure there are no dogs around either.
That's a bad idea.
You know, if it happen to get knocked out, you got a problem.
On first down from the 17-yard line, the pass a little bit short of Nick Lambrecht. Second down and 10. Every once in a while, we get this glimpse into the childhood of Adrian Fiala, and it just makes me kind of shudder a little bit.
Well, when I think about it, it makes me shudder sometimes too. You know, growing up in the great area of South Omaha, lots of things that kind of toughen you up from time to time, and that's one of them.
Second down and 10 from the 17. Gross checking the play on the wristband. And now the draw for Gross. And Gross not going to get very far. Coming right off of the block in the middle of that whole pile, Trenton Ockingay. And Ockingay was right there to snow under Riley Gross.
Riley Gross, I think, could have gone left or right here. He cuts it back to the right side. And Ockingay was right there to meet him. So a third and long.
That's 200 pounds against, by the way, 200 pounds against 137 pounds.
Gross on the roll, throws it high and incomplete. Trying to find his 6'3" split end Patrick Walls, but a little bit too tall even for 6'3".
And it was there too, a little hook pattern out there to the left side on a sprint out from Riley Gross, and just delivered it a little bit high, but it was there, and it would have been a first down for Bergan.
7:04 remaining in the third, a 6-0 lead. Blue Hill scoring early in that first quarter and holding on to that 6-0 score ever since. Fair catch signaled for and made, but good field position for Blue Hill at the Bergan 41-yard line. Nice catch by Riley Boniface. And now Blue Hill with a chance to add with a short field to that 6-0 lead. Next Sunday on NET television, hear three Irish priests bound by their faith and passion for music. Singing in one of Ireland's most prestigious castles, they perform classic concert favorites. Then in a holiday special, Celtic Woman's most beloved and memorable songs take you on a musical journey. Sunday, November 30th, beginning at 4:30 Central. It's the priests in concert, and then at 6 here, Celtic Woman on NET1 and NET HD.
Well, Blue Hill able to capitalize on the first quarter off a turnover. They recovered a fumble, started their series at the 41-yard line, and now again, very good field position. This time at the 40, but the difference is they are in Bergan territory right now. So a great opportunity for the Bobcats to make something happen here in terms of score.
See if Mike Hastings, the offensive coordinator for Blue Hill, comes up with something special here in this drive.
There's that same old handoff to the right.
Not that time.
Not that time.
We've seen that one before, Mike.
I think just about every series has started off with
air it out.
That play right there. Boniface right.
Matt Davison, of course, picking on his family on this broadcast.
Of course, Chad playing quarterback. His dad is the offensive coordinator. He could probably just change the play in the huddle. Dad said to run it over the right side, but we're going deep.
Second and 10 from the 40. Toss play. Boniface. And Boniface to the 36-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. 3rd and 6 now for Blue Hill.
Well, you talk about battering ram football. We are indeed seeing that from the Blue Hill offense. Bergan stacked up in there, about 8, maybe 9 people, depending on how you want to call proximity on the play, up there towards the line of scrimmage, and they just string it out and create a long 3rd down here.
It's a game that makes a Bo Pelini smile. Defensive-minded game. It's all about the defense today. 3rd and 6 from the 36. Hastings on the roll. In trouble. Hastings breaks away. Now a blocker. Can Hastings make something out of nothing? He can. Doesn't get the first down, but an impressive run nonetheless by Chad Hastings. Should have been thrown for about a 10-yard loss. Instead, he picks up 3.
Well, at that point, it's just instinct.
Looked like he stumbled here. Watch him going to the right. Is he going to stumble or loses? Yes, he does. He stumbles right there, kind of loses his balance, and then somehow able to spin back and come back, pick up maybe a couple of yards on the play, 3 yards on the play, but makes it a long 4th, and Blue Hill is going to go for it.
Gives them the option to go for it here on 4th down and 3.
See if it's Boniface right again.
It's option right. Petska, tough catch, but he's got the first down. Boy, that was not easy on the option pitch from Hastings, and Petska was able to secure it and move it forward for the first.
Well, 2 things about the play. First of all, you have to respect Boniface, and of course he's lining up right behind the quarterback on the play. They dive him in, fake it. You've got to respect that, and then the long pitch, Kevin, as you said, you've got to make that accurate. It was accurate, and so accurate that he makes the play and gets that first down. Big play.
So the 4th down conversion. And the drive continues for Blue Hill. 1st and 10 from the 29. Option to the left. Hastings keeps, and Hastings runs right into the arms of Tanner Clausen, the inside linebacker, waiting for him. He's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10.
This time the defense able to just take Hastings and push him backwards. No gain on the play. I don't know if they're going to be able to just line it up and run it right down the field and score another touchdown here. I think they're going to have to go to the air.
Yeah, the yards really have come grudgingly for Blue Hill against this Bergan defense. Bergan defense playing extremely well, extremely physical in the defense, and loading up that box again. There it is again. Here comes pressure.
And going to the air is Hastings, looking to the left, and the ball is juggled and intercepted. Picked off by Riley Gross at the 5, and Bergan turns Blue Hill away again.
Great job by Gross to step underneath the receiver. The ball underthrown just a little bit, but that's enough for Riley Gross to come up with the football. His 4th interception of the year, and here it is again. Watch him just step inside. He sees the ball's underthrown. He knows he's got it.
Gross has done a really good job down the field in coverage today. But once again, facing a 95-yard field in front of him against this defense.
1st down in the sweep. Boggs. Boggs with a blocker out in front. He has the first down and breathing room for Bergan. First time we've seen the motion man get the ball. Boggs takes it for good positive yardage and a Bergan first down.
It's about the biggest play we've seen out of Bergan's offense all day today. Both teams right now under 3 yards per play on offense.
Here comes Boggs again. We talked earlier about Josh Boggs, 5'5", 131 pounds. Man, he plays big, leads this team in interceptions. Big play right there to get out around the edge and give his team some breathing room.
1st and 10 from the 18. Screen to the short side. A little bit of room found there on that short side by Tanner Clausen. They'll advance it out near the 21-yard line, 22-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. Clock continuing to run in this 3rd quarter. 2:50 to play in the 3rd. A 6-0 ball game. We've been at 6-0 ever since about 4 minutes left in that 1st quarter of play. On 2nd down. And a big hit as that play was thrown off in the backfield by Riley Boniface, who got there first, slowed up Riley Gross in order for the rest of the Blue Hill defense to get there. It's 3rd down for Bergan, and let's check in once more with Larry Putney.
Kevin, you know, there are 5 Famans on this team. Coach Russ is one of the assistants, Russ Faman. Then he has cousins and a son. His son is Keith Faman, number 57. 33 is Nathan Faman. He scored the only touchdown. Shane Faman is a freshman. Kelly Faman's a sophomore. So they have freshmen, sophomore, junior, and seniors that are freshmen And I guess you could say that it's been feast or famine for Blue Hill.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Larry. That was really a lot of work to set that one up as Brian Adams comes up with the interception and Blue Hill gets the football back. Fortunately, allowing us to distract you all from that horrible pun from Larry Putney.
And while all that happened, Adams picks up his 3rd interception of the year, playing a nice deep center field on the play. Just a handful of jersey away from really getting it upfield, but well done. Another turnover in the ball game. Blue Hill able to capitalize on turnover early in that first quarter and got their touchdown off a fumble. See if they can do that here again now with the interception.
3rd turnover of the day for Bergan. As the first play from the quarterback Brian Adams to the fullback Nathan Petska. And it is a gain of a couple to the 43.
Bergan's turned it over 3 times, as you said, and still only down 6 points. 1 play, and this thing is all tied up.
2nd down, a long 8 for the first. In the final 90 seconds of this 3rd quarter. And Blue Hill very happy with the way this game's going. It's being played in the second half on this side of the 50. And they're in control of the clock right now. On the option. Tough pitch to handle again. Petska handles it, turns it upfield. And inside the 40 to the 39 goes Petska, 4 yards shy of a first down.
And Kevin happy because this game really fits their style. They are known as kind of a plain Jane blue collar type of football team, and that's what it has been so far. A defensive battle for both of these teams, and still anybody's ball game as this 3rd quarter here cranks down. They'll get maybe a play or 2 off here, obviously, and then head into quarter number 4 in the home stretch.
2 wide to the right of the line here on 3rd and 4 from the 39. Brian Adams, the quarterback. Up the middle. Boniface, first down. Boniface with more. Down to the 30-yard line. Tackle by Josh Boggs, but a first down for Riley Boniface.
Right up the gut of this defense from Bergan. First man through, a little trap play, and breaks 1 tackle and goes out to the right side.
That play all starts with a terrific block by Sean Trumbull, the center. Senior, 5'10", 180 pounds, and he just took his man and shoved him right out to the right, and that play Boniface able to take it up inside and pick up that first down and keep his team on the move.
Could be the final play of the 3rd quarter here. 1st and 10 from the Bergan 30-yard line. And it's Boniface again, just down to the 27-yard line, and it will be the final play of this 3rd quarter in the C2 state championship game. Blue Hill with a 6-0 lead and driving for more as we head to the 4th at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. A champion will be crowned. It's coming up next on NET Sports.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
My job with Nebraska Public Power District takes me to new heights, offers me challenging experiences. Like me, the utility cares about Nebraska. I go home at night knowing that what I do makes a difference. To put it simply, I am where I want to be.
Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming made possible by Time Warner Cable, supporting local performing arts and arts education with projects like Adventure Lead and our annual Arts Immersion Project. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
NET Sports coverage of the 2008 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. By the Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For information, nesoybeans.unl.edu. By the Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. And by Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment. We head to the fourth quarter in the C2 State Championship with Adrian Fiala, Matt Davison, Larry Putney down on the sidelines. I'm Kevin Kugler. It is Blue Hill with a 6-0 lead. Blue Hill looking for more 2nd and 7 as they start this fourth from the 27 of Bergan. It's a toss play to Boniface, and Boniface at the 25-yard line churns all the way down to the 22. He was met by Jim Wilmus at the 25 and just pushed Wilmus 3 more yards. Sets Blue Hill up with a 3rd and 2.
3, almost 4 yak yards after contact. Watch Boniface right here. Just will not go down, and it takes about 4 green shirts to get him down. That's extremely tough running. 6'1", 165 pounds, Riley Boniface.
Boniface now with 20 carries for 80 yards on the day. He's been a workhorse. 3rd down and 2 from the 22. Fumble on the play. Never got the handoff to Petska. He fell on the football, and I think it's recovered by Blue Hill at the 21. That was not clean at all between quarterback and running back.
Yeah, the ball was about belt high on the exchange and then just dribbled right down in front of Petska on the play and went forward a little bit, but they recovered, and a dead down, make it 4th down now, guys.
Huge play here. 4th and 1. If Bergan can get the stop, can thwart this scoring opportunity for Blue Hill. And a timeout's going to be used by Blue Hill. This is a pretty big play for both of these teams. Blue Hill love to keep this drive going, punch it into the end zone, because at this point, more than a touchdown looks like a pretty significant hurdle to overcome for a Bergan team. Well, we have our winner in our NSAA championship trivia. The question was this: which player holds the record for the longest touchdown fumble recovery in a playoff game for all classes? And Gary Eisenhower of Battle Creek High School knew the answer was
84 yards.
No, 97 yards. Devin Wire of Southern in 2002. 97 yards. Not even close, Matt Davis. Unfortunately, Gary Eisenhower of Battle Creek High School knew the answer and is our trivia winner. Congratulations, Gary. 10:39 to play. 4th down. Is it Petska? Is it Boniface? Or do they gamble and go to the air?
Well, it's their power situation that really is, their bread and butter, and I would think they'd stay with the power situation. They were going to bring in, I don't know if he's out on the field now, Matt Tramer came in, and then they called timeout. Take a quick look down there. Let's see where Tramer is. He came in with a play. Yes, he's over there at left guard right now. Heavy package to the right.
4th and 1. It is Boniface who just gets the 1st down. Falling across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boniface with the 1st down, and Blue Hill keeps the drive alive.
And he got it by about the length of the football. Pretty good job by the defense of Bergan.
Look at the blocking over there on that right-hand side as you looked at Darren Bolt and Van Boning and making the block, and they just, again, that heavy package to the right. You see that, it's pretty well indicated that they're going that way. They did, and they picked up the 1st down with a little bit to spare.
Trying to cash in on another turnover. Punch it into the end zone. Set 1st and 10 from the 19. Toss play, Boniface. Boniface sheds 1 tackle down to the 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup. And this Bergan defense, they were a bit overshadowed coming in by what Blue Hill had done this year, but this Bergan defense has been every bit as good and every bit as up to the challenge today.
Yeah, they just had allowed just 122 yards rushing per team this year and 90 yards passing. So those are decent numbers, quite frankly. But again, Blue Hill all the pub because primarily giving up just 5 points a game. Bergan, though, just 13 points a game.
9 games this year under 7 points allowed by that Blue Hill defense. On 2nd and 9 from the 18, Adams throws. Hastings with the grab down to the 5-yard line. It'll be a 1st down and goal to go for Blue Hill. The first passing yardage of the day for the Blue Hill Bobcats.
Looked like a slant route from Hastings over on the right side, and just a strike thrown by Brian Adams. Hastings with a nice grab with the hands. Put the ball away.
And Matt, they ran it perhaps in front of the best pass defender that Bergan has. And we talked earlier about him, Josh Boggs. He has not laid the big play that we talked about yet, and thought maybe, well, it might happen there, but it did not. Great job. Great work by Hastings.
1st and goal from the 5. Boniface on the toss. Boniface into the end zone for the touchdown. And Blue Hill does cash in on the turnover, and they take it in for an insurance score.
You love it when you get the turnover. You love it more when you get the points off the turnover, and that's what Bergan did. And on that play, that lead play over to the left-hand side, Nathan Petchka blocking about the 3-yard line, allowed Boniface to just move on into the end zone and widen the score right here.
And now the 2-point conversion try. Adams on the roll. Adams throws, and a good catch by Petchka for 2. And now a 14-0 lead for Blue Hill, and the pressure falls squarely on the shoulders of Archbishop Bergan.
Especially facing a defense like Blue Hill with a 2-touchdown lead now.
Watch the block right here we talked about a moment ago. There it was right there by Petchka. Gave Boniface just the amount of space that he needed to get in the end zone.
And I think for Bergan right now, we saw at the beginning of the second half, they attempted the reverse on the kickoff return. They feel like they have to get something going in special teams because this offense just hasn't been able to move it much against Blue Hill. So let's see if they do something off the kickoff here again.
For more than 50 years, NET has been part of this state's history, bringing you local news from across the state, documentaries that affect Nebraskans, and statewide coverage of high school and collegiate sports. Help us continue the quality of local programming on NET television. With your support, we'll continue to enrich the lives of all Nebraskans. Visit netnebraska.org or call 1-800-634-6788. So Bergan will get the football back. Have to put something together here because now the score their enemy, and of course the clock their enemy, with just 9:19 to play.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue right now. Time is not on their side, obviously, and Bergan again with that tough defense. And here's a kickoff.
It's bouncing at the 26-yard line, scooped up by Boggs. Boggs has some elusiveness and gets out to the 35-yard line. Decent field position for Bergan to start. They need to go a long way, get it back, and go a long way again.
And Boggs, Kevin, is a guy I talked about earlier. He ran a interception back against Oakland this year, 91 yards for a touchdown. He also has a couple of punt returns for touchdowns this year. So he is he is their big play guy, and we'll keep an eye on that as we wind her down here in the last quarter.
On first down, Wilmus in motion. Gross sets up the jailbreak screen to Boggs. Boggs with running room. Boggs, a first down to the 46-yard line. He is elusive and kind of slips in amidst those big guys at just 5'5".
And what a throw from Riley Gross. That was in traffic. Looked like Blue Hill had it sniffed out very well on the left side of that offense. Somehow Boggs was able to squirt through there and get a first down.
From the 46, Gross again. Gross, nobody open. Floats it toward the sideline and threw that one away. Good decision by Riley Gross, just got rid of that football.
I think there was some miscommunication on that play. They had a wideout on the right side blocking downfield as Gross was rolling to the right side. I think he thought it was a running play.
Second down and 10 from the 46. 8:51 to play in the fourth. Bergan down by 14. They'll line up 3 wide receivers to the left of the line. Boggs, the lone man to the right. Second and 10 as Boggs comes in motion. Gross trying to set up the screen, and that play thrown off from the beginning. Trenton Ockingay right on the doorstep, and a good play by Ockingay.
Read it perfectly, just absolutely perfect read. He saw it all the way. Watch him right here. Ockingay, 67, sees the action. I'd check that out. There he is, 67.
And now 3rd and 10 for Bergan from the 46. .846 to play. Gross, too tall for Wilmus, and it's 4th down.
Well, the coverage was there that time. That was Jared Kruger on the pass coverage. Gross trying to get the ball over his head into the receiver, but just way too tall because Kruger had the advantage, had that inside lane in covering the receiver, and that'll bring up this kick.
Nicholas Paulson on to kick it away. Paulson's kick at the 25, rolls deep. Good roll for Bergan inside the 10-yard line. And a deep hole for Blue Hill. So field position right now in favor of Bergan. See what Blue Hill can do to try to dig themselves out of a deep hole.
Bergan just needs to stop here. They'll get good field position if they can force a punt. Couple 2 or 3 minutes will probably run off the clock, so they'd have to go with a short field and get a quick score, possibly an onside kick, but the clock definitely not in their favor at this point.
You know that Blue Hill, if they get their running game going, can run off an awful lot of clock. See if they get it going on 1st down and 10. Boniface picking his way over the left side, and Boniface down near the 8.5-yard line. That's the 24th carry today for Riley Boniface, and the 43rd run of the day for Blue Hill.
Pretty much has been just 3 yards and a cloud aster field turf today for Blue Hill. Contrasting offenses, the grinded out Blue Hill Bobcats and the spread offense, the Bergan Knights. Fun to watch and limited scoring.
14-0 Blue Hill with the lead and the football. 2nd and 8. Petska, or rather Boniface again. Boniface right up the middle to the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain. It's 3rd and 6.
I think Blue Hill's pretty content to just run it here and punt it. Their defense is playing so well.
But now what happens is the specter of a snap. Usually in games, these games we watch, the long snaps are not that good. And that specter of a long snap coming up here, if they cannot make, what do you got, about 6 yards to go, guys?
Yep.
If they cannot make those 6 yards, you're going to look at a punter that's close to that goal line, then the specter of the long snap comes into play.
3rd down and 6 from the 10. Brian Adams, the senior at quarterback. Petska, the carry. Petska not going to get anywhere close to the 1st down. A yard, and that's all, to the 11-yard line. And so Blue Hill is going to have to punt it back on 3 and out. Clock running down under 6 minutes and 45 seconds to play now in this 4th quarter. Blue Hill seemed perfectly content to just run a couple of minutes off and send it back the other way.
And the long snapper is Sean Trumbull. Real key play right here.
Matt Thramer, the punter, we've seen a couple of good ones. The wind, though, has picked up, according to Larry, down on the field. Thramer a yard deep in his end zone. Boggs back at his 40. Pressure coming up the middle. Thramer a decent punt. Bounces at the 35-yard line and out of bounds at the Blue Hill 38-yard line. So good field position for Bergan, just as they were hoping to get after pinning Blue Hill deep. Now with 6:14 to go in the 4th, let's see if that Bergan offense can get it going. 38 yards away from jumping right back into the mix here.
If they ever wanted to have a chance to get it done, fellas, this is it right here. Get it done.
On 1st down, Gross on the roll. Looking for it all. Going deep, and it's incomplete. Overshot Patrick Walls, the intended receiver, down at the 5-yard line. Coverage by Thomas Ostick.
Plenty of time for Riley Gross. Rolling to his left side. Kind of flooded the left side of the field with 3 wide receivers, 1 deep, 1 cross, and 1 to the outside. And he chose to go deep, but it was good coverage.
They got the mismatch they wanted. Walls is 6'3", and Ostick is 5'9". They had that mismatch, and that's what that spread offense pretty much predicated upon. Got it, but just couldn't complete it.
2nd and 10 from the 38. Option. Ooh. Tough pitch there, and breaking away is Lambrecht for the moment, all the way down to the 30-yard line, but the ball pops out and Blue Hill recovers. Hastings scoops it up, and Blue Hill gets it back.
Looked like almost, guys, to me, a forward pitch on the play, but Won't matter because the ball was out and the ball came out and Blue Hill got it, and that is a major play, probably the biggest play in this ball game so far.
Well, and if you're Bergan, you look at Blue Hill right now and think a first down or two, and you're not going to see the football again.
Right, exactly.
So Blue Hill with it, 2-touchdown lead, 5:57 to go. And on first down, Hastings, the quarterback, gives it off. Boniface trying to get to the outside, and a good open field tackle, but a flag comes in. Wilmus in the midst of the tackle may have gotten a hold of the face mask.
Looked to be a pretty good tackle. I didn't see the face mask grab.
The head went down. Definitely the head went down. They're talking about it right now, but that head did go down. Did he have the face mask? Or here we go. Yep.
And again, Bergan with a little bit of a miscue.
Can't tell from that angle at all. But that head did turn and go down on the hit. So
just the 5-yard variety. Yeah. So a 1st and 5 now for Blue Hill. Blue Hill lost their opener this year to Cambridge 19-2. Since that time, they have not lost. Since that time, 4 shutouts and 9 games holding their opponent under 7 points. Scott Porter said that was the worst game that this program has played since he became the head coach, became part of the program 4 years ago. First down and 5 from the 36-yard line. Boniface to the 40-yard line, still fighting for extra yardage and very close to a first down. More importantly for Bergan, that clock continuing to run, melting under 5:15 to play.
Bergan, 3 timeouts still left, and those will become an issue and a factor here very shortly.
Well, and a good job being done by both quarterbacks, Adams and Hastings, of keeping an eye on that play clock. They're not snapping that football very early.
Under 10, a lot of times under 5 seconds when the snap is made.
Took it down to 4 and gives it to Boniface, who has the first down out to the 43-yard line.
And now, again, time is very critical for Bergan. No question. Is they need to make a play, guys. They need to make some sort of play that gets that ball back like right away. I have my own little theory about leads in time, and I always think my experience with it all has been if you've got about a 10-point lead with about 5 minutes or just a little less than 5 minutes left in the ball game, you usually get the win. So this is what we're looking at right now is 4:29 counting down, and Blue Hill up 14-zip.
From the 43, first down. Boniface again. And Boniface just working his way out near the 48-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. Bergan not using the timeout. The story of the day has been miscues. Mistakes, turnovers. That's been what we've seen, and that's what's, if Bergan's not going to come back, going to cost them this game. They've coughed it up 4 times, either by the interception or the fumble. There have been a couple of Blue Hill picks thrown, including that one there. But the fumbles have been the real story of the day for Bergan, and the two of those 4 Bergan turnovers have led directly to Blue Hill points.
And for Blue Hill, Boniface just came off the field holding his left wrist. Not in the ball game right now.
Feynman comes on as the backup, and Feynman bursts through the right side to the 48-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and a yard. A timeout taken by Bergan, or an official timeout rather. An official timeout with an injured Bergan player down right at midfield. Might be Dom Savio, the big lineman, and it is. He's holding that left arm a little bit. So an official's timeout to tend to Savio, and now an official timeout charged to Bergan. So 3rd and 1, Bergan is charged the timeout. They have 2 remaining, but if Bergan doesn't get the stop here, Blue Hill, that'll be about all she wrote.
Yeah, Blue Hill's just a first down away from a state championship is what it boils down to, with 3:32 left here. If they get the first down on this 3rd and 1 play, that will probably do it unless something very untoward happens on the field. But right now, the bigger concern is Dominic Savio, who is being attended to right there at midfield.
Savio, a guy who moved into the starting lineup with injuries. Going into this, Nick Lassick, normal starter in that offensive line, injured. And Savio moving into the starting role this week. Now Savio being tended to himself near midfield.
Well, we expected excellent defensive play today from Blue Hill. We got that. Right now they have shut out Archbishop Bergan so far. Savio now up and walking off. Very good to see that. And hopefully he's going to be fine.
Let's head downstairs and check in with Larry Putney. Larry?
Well, thanks, Kevin. Even though there's 3.5 left and things begin to look a little bleak for Bergan, important to remember that getting here to the state championship was an amazing accomplishment. They haven't been in a state title game in nearly 20 years, since 1990. They haven't won a state championship since 1979, and we talked with Ron Beacom about the impact that it's had on the community in Fremont.
They're awfully excited. You know, our kids are excited, our school's excited, our fans are extremely excited. But you know, I don't know for our staff if it's really sunk in yet. We've talked about it on the way down here, even last night when we got together, that right now we're just still in a routine. You know, we won a ball game Saturday, we went and got film Sunday, we started to do our preparation, we've been practicing every day, and today we're going to play a game.
And Blue Hill certainly knows something about having to take those baby steps in order to get there. Really the first step for Fremont Bergan getting down here. Blue Hill now in their 3rd consecutive year looks poised to win their first state championship.
Well, Bergan coming up though with a big stop, Larry, on 3rd down. Thank you very much, as Feynman trying to go over that right side, and they stack him up short of the first. Clock continuing to run as Ron Beacom waits for the official placement. Ron Beacom, the head coach of Archbishop Bergan, sees his defense come up with a big stop on 3rd down.
Now 4th and about a foot.
They're going to go for it, run that clock down. There's 21 on the time clock and counting down right now. Players come in and run as much time off as they can. Keep an eye on the play clock here as far as the snap goes.
4th down and short. Confidence in a defense and confidence in a run game. That's what you're seeing here. On 4th down, Petska the give, and Petska should have the first down. Got it near the 46-yard line, and by the spot, this will be a first down for Blue Hill and could salt a C2 state championship.
Snap the ball with just 2 seconds left on the play clock. There is the indication by the head referee, Dan Yilk, and yep, I believe it's in the bag now.
They have never won a state football championship at Blue Hill. This is their 3rd straight trip to the title game, and boy, it's starting to look awfully good for Blue Hill.
Lost to Wakefield last year 19-0. Lost to Wakefield 2 years ago 34-7, and now it appears they are going to have a win and also collect a shutout on the day.
From the 46, first down. Feynman, nothing doing. May not have even gotten back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 and a timeout with 2:12 to go, taken by Bergan. They have 1 timeout remaining. So if they get a stop, they'll get the ball back. But 2 scores down, it becomes extremely unlikely, considering you've been able to put up 122 yards total offense today against a defense that has just been as dominant as we've seen in the state championships. NET is your ticket to exciting sports action right in your living room. Help us deliver inspiring sports programming by joining the NET Sports Partners Club. Your contribution helps to ensure that your favorite sports programs continue for years to come, and you'll receive some great thank you gifts with NET's appreciation for your support. Log on to netnebraska.org/sportspartners and become a member today. So Blue Hill, after that loss in the opener, really cranked it up defensively after that game, and that defense, it's very much like it's going to carry them to a state championship.
And not always easy to come back and play a team again in the state playoffs that you lost to earlier in the season. Both teams most likely better at that point, but sometimes a hurdle to get over mentally to think you can go out and beat a team like Cambridge, who has been to so many state championships in the last 15 years, 20 years.
Adams the give up to Feynman again, and Feynman down near the 45, and the final timeout will be used by Bergan And it comes with 2:08 to play in this fourth quarter. Now Bergan out of timeouts. So none left for Bergan. And they will not be able to stop it again. And there's a good look at Riley Boniface. Boniface 29 carries today, 105 yards, 1 touchdown. He's been the driving force behind the offense of Blue Hill today.
You couple Boniface's play with the play of their defense, and there you have it. Just a tough grind that made today work. Excellent blocking up front there on the touchdown by Boniface. It's been a black and blue day for the Blue Hill, or for the Bobcats from Blue Hill.
Well, Blue Hill right now under 3 yards per play on offense. And Bergan right at 3 yards per play offensively. So neither offense very successful at all.
But the rushing average, Matt, what's that?
Let's see, rushes would be 54 rushes for Blue Hill for 156 yards, so under 3 yards per attempt. And Bergan is at about 4 yards per attempt.
Flags are down. And an additional 5 yards going to be marked off here.
If you would like a DVD of this game or any of the NSAA football or volleyball championship games, log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET or call 1-800-868-1868 to order your DVD copy. It's a memory that will last for years to come. NET is Nebraska's home for sports.
Third and 14 from midfield. Nothing fancy here, just a run for Petska, and Petska down to the 41-yard line. Still well shy of the first down, but it allows Blue Hill to keep that clock running now. Fourth down. Likely going to punt it away, but that clock will run for a while while they wait.
Get it back with about a minute 20 to go, minute 15.
Blue Hill going to go ahead and go for it, looks like here. So assuming they don't make it, that would be the case.
Fourth down and 5 from the 41. Boniface, or rather Feynman and Petska. Here's Petska, and Petska in the backfield's going to go down. Jordan Bardoff knifing through that line, and Bardoff makes the tackle, throwing Petska for the loss. And Bergan will get it back with a minute 19 to play.
Bardoff, one of the leading tacklers on the ball club right there. He makes another tackle, something he's been used to all season. Big play for his ball club, and gives him a chance maybe with a little luck, a little help right here, a little bit of a break. Maybe they get one in.
First and 10 from the 45. Gross looking deep. And the pass is almost intercepted. Boy, he tried to thread that into double coverage. Jim Wilmus, the intended receiver, and that was almost picked off.
Adams there. Brian Adams had him underneath. Bracket coverage that time on the receiver, and Adams just about had an interception here. Watch this.
Blue Hill expecting the pass down the field in what looks like to be a cover 3 with 3 deep defensive backs.
Second down and 10. Gross stepping up. Wilmus, the intended receiver, and it's tipped away by Hastings and almost picked off by Chad Hastings. Good anticipation he has. Came in with 6 interceptions, leading the team this year.
Hastings having a good day back there in the secondary. That's about the fifth, fifth play he's made, and done a great job back there in terms of playing the pass and the receiver. Stops the clock.
Could have iced it right there had he made the pick. We'll be hearing about that one after the game.
From Matt Davison, his cousin. Third and 10. Gross sets up the screen to Boggs, and down he goes. Petska on the tackle, a loss of 2 on the play. And that clock will continue to run. 50 seconds to play in the fourth quarter of the C2 championship. And this is it for Bergan. If they don't get a first down, this one's all over. Blue Hill fans know it, starting to make some noise. Gross going deep for Boggs. Pass is tipped and incomplete. And Blue Hill is going to win the C2 state championship. That defense is going to pitch the shutout.
Trying to get the football to Boggs. Josh Boggs, been their big play guy all year. Had him streaking down the middle. But again, that tenacious defense, the Blue Hill Bobcats' tenacious defense, comes through one more time. And they will be wearing the gold for the first time in their history.
And the bath, 3 years in the making for Scott Porter a moment ago. So here's the coach. That's a chilly one. And he's more upset because it got his pants and his sweatshirt. He had that waterproof jacket on, which wouldn't carry the brunt of it. So now he's got that soaking in down there. And it is a cold day. Don't let the sunshine fool you. And flags fly. Delay of game against Blue Hill. So Scott Porter taking a team to the C2 championship for 3 straight years. Only Grant and Cambridge have been able to match that in C2 lore. And Porter's going to win his first with the rest of this Blue Hill squad. All that matters is a knee to be taken. Bergan cannot stop the clock. That is going to be it. They don't have to snap it again. And for the first time in school history, Blue Hill is going to win a C2 state championship.
Defensive battle, struggling to make things happen on offense today. Both teams had some problems with that, but again, defensive battle, and Blue Hill, as we expected, really plays the kind of defense they played all year, shutting out Archbishop Bergan, their 5th shutout on the year.
And the 3rd time is indeed the charm for the Blue Hill Bobcats as they win their first state championship 14-0. The final score over Archbishop Bergan, a 12-1 C2 state champ out of Blue Hill.
Well, congratulations to them after being here the 3rd time. I think they're going to stay the night before in Lincoln every time they come back.
14-0 your final. Blue Hill, the champions of C2. The awards will be handed out next.
Programming on NET television is made possible in part by U.S. Bank. The U.S. Bancorp Foundation supports charitable, educational, and community service-oriented organizations in communities across Nebraska and the nation. U.S. Bank employees dedicate their time and efforts to local causes they are truly passionate about. U.S. Bank. Wherever you go, you'll find us.
Soy biodiesel from Nebraska soybeans lowers our dependence on foreign oil. It has properties that reduce engine wear. And it burns without harmfully polluting the atmosphere. The Nebraska Soybean Board encourages the use of soy biodiesel.
Did you know that 1 out of 4 Nebraska high school students had their first drink before they were 13 years old?
NET Sports coverage of the 2008 NSAA Football Championships are brought to you in part by U.S. Bank, measuring success through performance, pride, products, and people. Backed by a 5-star guarantee. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. By Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska. One less thing to worry about. By the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety. Please remember that if you drink and drive, you lose. And by Time Warner Cable, supporting local high school athletics and arts education in communities we serve. From Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, your C2 state champions, the Blue Hill Bobcats, a 14-0 lead. Or victory, rather. It's not a lead anymore. It's a win. 14-0 over Archbishop Bergan alongside Adrian Fiala, Matt Davison, and Larry Putney. It has been a workmanlike performance and a stifling defense, leading Blue Hill to the championship. But a great season for Archbishop Bergan, and they deserve the awards as well. So to our public address announcer, Rich Broderson, we go to crown the runners-up, Archbishop Bergan.
The Nebraska Skill and Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. The award presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members Kent Hawley from Mitchell and Dr. Dallas Watkins from Dundee County, Stratton. The U.S. Bank representative, Tim Schlegelmelch. Here are the awards for Class C2 runner-up, Archbishop Bergan. Well, head coach Ron Beacom and your assistants, please present the silver medals to the members of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Nicholas Paulson. Number 2, Austin Nump. Number 3, Josh Boggs.
Great year, buddy.
Number 4, Christian Victor. Number 5, Dylan Kreitzer. Number 7, John Spillerberg. Number 8, Tanner Anderson.
Good job, Tanner.
Number 9, Nick Lambrecht.
Good job, Chops.
Number 10, Mitchell Swanson. Number 11, Riley Gross. Number 12, Jim Wilmus. Number 13, Curtis Kammerer. Number 16, Tom Wint. Number 17, Austin Dom. Number 21, Quentin Crumweedy. Number 22, Connor Honavy.
Good job, Connor.
Number 26, Jerry Dolish. Number 27, Josh Mart. Number 28, Tanner Klassen.
Tanner, good year, buddy. Good year.
Number 30, Matt Slicer. Number 31, Ryan Engel.
Hey, Ryan.
Number 38, Ben Witt.
Ben Witt, good job this year, buddy.
Number 51, John Melise.
Johnny.
Number 52, Aaron Morris. Number 54, Mark McLean. Number 56, Jordan Buntorf.
Good job, JP. I love it, buddy.
Number 57, Kyle Thompson. Number 58, Bo Witt. Number 59, David Miles.
David, way to put it all out there. Way to go, Dave.
Number 61, Tyler Maple.
Mate.
Number 63, Dominic Savio.
Sabo. Go Sabo.
Number 64, Austin Schmidt. Number 65, TJ Batorf.
TJ. Good job, TJ.
Number 71, Nate Sheath. Number 77, Brent Meyerger. Number 78, Richard Gorey.
Good job, Richard.
Number 79, Matthew Jacobs. Number 88, Spencer Morrissey. And number 98, Patrick Waltz.
Lassick. Good job, Nick Lassick, all year, baby.
And now here's the 2008 Class C2 runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Archbishop Bergan High School.
A great season for Archbishop Bergan ends in disappointment today. Shut out 14-0 at the hands of Blue Hill, but at the end of the day, Archbishop Bergan, a terrific year to get to the state championship game for the first time in almost 2 decades.
Absolutely, Kevin. You know, they had a couple of losses this year, but they really were able to look aside from that, get into the playoffs, do well in the playoffs, get here to the championship final. So well done on the year. Just come up a little bit short today, but again, well done on the season for Archbishop Bergan.
And Matt, they just ran into a buzzsaw defensively from Blue Hill.
They did. Blue Hill played tremendous defense today, but for Bergan, this can be a springboard for their program. You get to the finals. We've seen Blue Hill the last 3 years now be here. Once you get here and you get a taste of that, your kids go back. They work harder in the offseason. Don't be surprised if you see Bergan back here again very soon.
Now, they're a very good team, and we saw a lot of glimpses of that today as we take a look at the final stats in this one, and it was a ground game. Blue Hill very methodical approach. 160 yards rushing, just 13 through the air, 173 total yards. Bergan was balanced, 60 apiece, 60 run and 60 pass, but just really never able to get much of a flow, and the turnovers were so critical. 4 Bergan turnovers today, 2 of those 4 leading directly to the 2 touchdowns Blue Hill has on the board.
And really the key to the whole situation, when you get those turnovers, you like that idea, you like that function, but when you turn that into points, it's ever so more important. So a great job by the Blue Hill defense to do what they do, and then for their offense to come back and use it to score. So congratulations to the Blue Hill Bobcats and their head coach, Scott Porter.
Back to our public address announcer, Rich Broderson, to crown the champions from Blue Hill.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to the champions from Blue Hill High School. First, head coach Scott Porter, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, when you and your assistants hand out the gold medals to the members of your championship team, players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Brock Kumke. Number 3, Nathan Petska. Number 4, Brian Adams. Number 6, Charles Himmelberg. Number 9, Trent Kometcher. Number 10, Chad Hastings. Number 11, Derek Poe. Number 12, Kyle Mans. Number 20, Travis Whitty. Number 22, Thomas Ostick. Number 25, Jared Kruger. Number 28, Shane Feynman. Number 29, Kelly Feynman. Number 30, Trevor Kometcher. Number 33, Nathan Feynman. Number 35, Riley Boniface. Number 38, Eli Van Boning. Number 40, Garrett Williams. Number 42, Robert Collier. Number 44, Cody Carr. Number 48, Philip Berger. Number 50, Sean Trumbull. Number 52, Cody Golter. Number 54, Joshua Norris. Number 55, Darren Pulte. Number 56, Casey Van Boning. Number 57, Keith Feynman. Number 60, Kurt Birkin. Number 61, Jeremiah Kruger. Number 62, Jonathan Molman. Number 63, Riley Hall. Number 64, Matthew Thramer. Number 67, Trenton Ockengay. Number 68, Mark Biegert. Number 70, Blake Bunner. Number 71, Trenton Jordaning. Number 72, Brandon Ferris. Number 77, Cody Bland. Number 83, Anthony Raymold. Number 84, Taylor Premer. Number 86, Tyler Otten. Number 87, Ryan Kometcher. Number 88, Benjamin Court. And number 89, Nathan Hilligus. And now, for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2008 Class C2 State Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Blue Hill High School.
And for the first time in Blue Hill history, that trophy headed home to Blue Hill, the champions of Class C2 for the first time ever. A 14-0 defensive showdown today, won by Blue Hill.
Scott Porter, the head coach here the past 3 years at Blue Hill, been in the coaching 12 years, but 3 years as head coach. Lost a couple of times to Wakefield here the last 2 years, but now in his third year, he brings home the title and the trophy. So congratulations to Scott Porter and his staff, Tim Streff, Joe Hubble, Mike Hastings, Russ Feynman, John Coffey, and Clint Shipman. All of those fellows doing a great job.
And Larry Putney is standing down with the champions. Larry?
Well, I'm down here with Scott Porter. Coach, a lot of people don't know this, but before the game, Matt Davison asked you if you felt like you were on the hot seat. Anything you want to say to Matt?
I guess I got that monkey off my back, I guess. I mean, you know, I really didn't feel that way, but there was some pressure I put on myself, and, you know, these guys just came out and did what we asked them to do and got the job done.
We call Matt a monkey too, so that's okay. Hey, defensively, coming into this game, did you think there was any way you'd be able to slow down this offense that spreads people out so much?
You know, I thought we'd have a chance to try to, you know, contain them, but like I mentioned earlier, if you would have said we were going to shut them out and keep them out of the end zone, you know, I would have said there's no way, but that's just the heart and desire of these kids. You know, the more you doubt them, the more they want to come out and prove you wrong. So.
And you were really doubting your scheme throughout the week. You weren't sure exactly how you were going to attack defensively this offense. Tell the story about how you finally decided just to go base.
Well, you know, after watching film on Sunday and everything, then Tuesday night it finally came down to let's just go back to what got us here, and we made a couple adjustments and won with our base defense.
Congratulations. Let's talk to a couple guys to your right here. First, we'll start with Cody Carr, 13 tackles, a senior. You were down here the other 2 years when you came up short. What's it feel like to get it done this time?
Well, it feels tremendous after losing the first 2 years. I mean, coming out your senior year, it's your last game, and it's a great feeling winning it.
You take home the first title ever in Blue Hill. I guess that name goes up in the gym and it's never coming down.
Oh, that's right. It's never coming down, that's for sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Guy who had over 35 carries, 100-plus yards, Riley Boniface. Boy, you became the workhorse today.
Well, I don't know, coach just kept calling my number, and I decided I was going to try to run it hard. The guys did a great job blocking up front, and I'm just really thankful, I guess.
So this emotion, where's it come from, finally getting it done?
I don't know. I've always been kind of an emotional person. I'm just extremely happy, and I can't help it, I guess.
Congratulations, Riley.
Thank you.
Guys, a great afternoon out here this morning. The weather was terrific. Great played game. Don't forget tonight, we're going to have great weather tonight as well. So get out here, Class A State Championship tonight at 7 o'clock when the Millards do battle.
No, it will be terrific tonight with Millard South and Millard West in that Class A championship game. And if you've got an opportunity to come out tonight and enjoy some football, it'd be a great night to do it here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln between Millard South and Millard West. If it's anything like their regular season matchup, it will indeed be a great game. But congratulations to Blue Hill, the champions of Class C2 today. Their first ever school football championship. This program 3 years straight in this championship game, and they finally come away with the top prize. A very impressive performance for Blue Hill as they shut out Archbishop Bergan. 14-0. Be sure you're with us tonight, 7 o'clock Central Time for the Class A game as the Millard South